What's up, you guys? I just got in the house um from work, just got in, and I said, man, I gotta go live. Okay. I was getting DMs from people, and let me just say this before we get into our topics. People were saying what we need to do to get you off that job. Give, you know, send donations. I'm talking about massive donations, to get me off the job. Somebody was sending me DMs because they want to see me go live early on, and I sent them a DM. I said, hey, contribute to the show. But to the end, you have to just deal with my schedule because I am a working blogger. And people say, well, why do you work? Why don't you just do YouTube full time? Because number one, sometimes YouTube fluctuates, and I want to work full time, so I can hire a person to do things for my show, like edit videos. You know what I'm saying? Follow me around with a camera. Hire a staff because this is a lot of work. Can you all hear me? This is a lot. Can y'all hear me? Oh wow, they say I'm sounding underwater. Can y'all hear me? Let me see something. Hold on one second. They said the sound is breaking. Is it better now? Give me a second. I want to make sure the sound is good. All right. Okay, that's another thing. So yeah, I still haven't even hooked up my new computer. So yeah, people were sending me stuff in my DM telling us um how we're going, what we need to do to get you off the job. And so I definitely gave an amount. I gave an amount. I think I sent that person an amount, and they was like, okay, I'm gonna work on it. I was like, all right. Until then, I'm still working on my full-time job. I love what I do. I don't complain. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of this job. I don't want to do it no more. That's just not me. I like what I do. I like taking care of people. But if anybody want to contribute, we do have a Cash App. We do have a PayPal. If you rich and you got it like that, we do have a PayPal. Somebody said, they said the amount. Don't ask me for the amount. If you got it, you know what the amount to get me off the job. I'm not gonna give the amount, but if you know what I'm saying, if you got it, contribute to the show. $1, $5, $10, contribute, and then we will see about it. But I sent this lady an amount, and she said, "Oh, that's not too bad." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the amount to get me off my full-time job." And so YouTube is not paying us a lot of money. It's not a place where we're making six figures. We do not make six figures on YouTube. Now, what would get me to quit my job? Let me tell you. Okay. Give me a second. What would make me quit my job? If I was getting a check from YouTube making six figures a month of $100,000 a month, I will quit my job. But until then, I'm going to continue to keep my full-time job with health insurance, with dental care, with vision, with a 401k, with all those things, with the bonuses that I would get from the job. So yeah, so when people say what would make me quit my job, I have to make at least six figures for me to a month for me to quit my job. I'm not going to be crazy just to hop on a story. Well, let me just quit my job to hop on this YouTube story. No, I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to give these people these 40 hours, and I'm going to come and do my YouTube. Now, I did cut out, overtime because I do have YouTube to supplement that as well. So what people were sending me DMs because they wanted me to jump on the story, they wanted me to cover Tin Normer trial. And let's talk about Tin Normer. He was guilty on all counts. So this particular person wanted me to go to St. Louis, and I said, well, how can I get to St. Louis? That costs money. So if you want me to go to St. Louis, I sent this particular person. Give me a second. I sent this particular person the price for the Airbnb. I sent this person the price for the rental car, and I sent her the price for my cameraman, for I can have a cameraman down there. And so she was like, she's like, I ain't got it. Well, I ain't got it either. If I had it, you wouldn't even have to ask me to go to St. Louis. I would have went to St. Louis. So you can't expect me to travel if you're not willing to give to the show for me to get there, right? So I sent it, and to the end, we had just report on like everybody else. So, so Tim Norman was guilty on all charges. Was guilty on all charges. Not shocked at all. Tim Norman, y'all know him from Sweetie Pies. Shout out to Andre Family. Andre Family definitely gave an exclusive interview to the media. They were talking about they pretty much dragged Ms. Robbie. I told you Ms. Robbie is trash, and she's a whore, in my humble opinion. But she's trash. You know what I'm saying? She was throwing that cootie cat back for Ike Turner. And so, and she's an evil woman, because anytime that you were coming at your grandson like that and not taking your son's side, you just trash. So shout out to Charles. Charles came out and he was on the side of Andre Family. He took a picture with the t-shirt. He was on their side. And I want to read his statement, what he wrote. Give me a quick state. Let me go to his Instagram. Bear with me, you guys. One day we will have a person to do all this work, because I just want to show up and just do the live. All right. Give me a second while I pull up and see what he wrote. Give me a second. All right. Give me a second. Um, where's he? Where's that? Where's he at? Hold on. I thought I saved it. I didn't save it. I thought I did. Oh, yes, I did. I'm looking dead at it. Okay. So yes, Charles said this. So much to say, but words just won't come out. So I'll leave it with. Now you can rest in peace, bro. I love you. So he took a picture with Andre Family, and he's on the side of Andre. So with that being said, him being on the side of Andre, Andre Family, I'm 100%. I agree with him and coming out, being on Andre's side of the family. I believe Tim is a very dangerous person, but I also feel like Miss Robbie is dangerous as well. She's a very dangerous woman. Though she's an old, dangerous woman. And when I say she's dangerous, she take her son, like she don't see the wrong that her son does. And when Andre was saying that he feared for his life, Ms. Robbie just pushed it aside. Didn't say, well, I'm gonna check with that. Don't feel like that. I'm gonna get you some security. Nothing. She just took her son's side. So she's very dangerous. I don't care if she's old, in her 80s. Doesn't make any. It's a lot of old, dangerous people, and Ms. Robbie is one of them. And if she want to sue me, she can. And I would tell her, I was like, Your Honor, she's an old, dangerous woman. And I said what I said. And so that's what I say in my humble opinion. Now, when it came to, Tim Norman with these three, I think he had three charges. I think it was three counts. So the jury, it took them about 2 days to come out with a verdict. They wasn't playing, they was asking the right question. It was a great jury. They wanted to know the flight records, they wanted to know different records. They really did a good job. And so we want to say special shout out for Ms. Robbie and her family. For the people that's saying come on camera, let me come on camera. It's a low budget camera, but y'all want me to on camera. Hold on, let me make sure I take my badges and stuff off. Hold on 1 second. Let me take this badge off. All right. Let me come on camera since y'all want to come on camera. All right. The camera equipment is not the best. So they were talking about Ms. Robbie, and we got my green screen laying on there. I think that she is that type of person, and that's just in my humble opinion. Ms. Robbie is a low down, dirty, ruthless old woman. And no, I will not patronize her restaurant. I do believe we need to boycott Sweetie Pie's restaurant, because I don't even want to contribute, because that money is going to go towards a murderer's fund, and that's going to go towards Tim Norman's fund. And I don't want to support go to a restaurant, eat that fried chicken. No, I definitely think we need to boycott that restaurant. And I heard through the grapevine they trying to shop and do a new season of Sweetie Pies. And I hope that won't go through because I sent a tweet. I'm definitely going to send another tweet to OWN Network because the OWN Network should not bring that show on there. I don't want to see Miss Robbie on there at all. No, I don't want to see her at all because I feel like she's a very evil woman. I think that was very evil of her to try to sue a YouTuber when she's trying to bankrupt a YouTuber, all because a person they was calling Miss Robbie out. And I do believe what that person said about Miss Robbie and that family. I do believe that to be factual, other than Charles. I think Charles is a good guy. I think Charles is not the type of person to deal with all that stuff. And I know Charles probably got some pushback for being on the side of Andre family. I know his mom probably gave him some pushback because, of course, they're gonna take the side of their sister, whether she right or wrong, because they think that they're gonna get the restaurants once Miss Robbie died. They think they're gonna get the restaurants. So I just see how all this situation go. I would have loved went to the courthouse and everything like that, but I feel like, give me a second. Shout out to the people that was there. They didn't really congratulate Chronicle Speaks because Chronicle Speaks don't show herself on camera. So a lot of the people didn't even know that she had the highest views talking about the 10 Norman trial. But you know what I'm saying? But Chronicle Speaks don't come on camera. So a lot of the people she don't come on camera. So it was another guy, which he did great. I can't think of his name, but y'all know the YouTuber name. Post the YouTuber name in the chat and I give him a shout out. But it was another YouTuber. He showed himself on camera. So they was giving him hugs. They was, oh my gosh, like a Celebrity Chronicle. They didn't really give her no type of love because she don't show herself on camera. Yeah, she don't get up there and show herself on camera, even though she's beautiful. She's a beautiful Black woman, but she don't show herself on camera, so people don't know what she doing. So when Mr. Vale, when he got up there, when he was up there, he showed himself on camera, and so when he showed himself on camera, they was able to say, "Oh my God, thank you so very much." They was able to give a shout out to Philly Phil. They wasn't really able to give a shout out because she don't show herself on camera. There's nothing wrong with that, but she don't show herself on camera like that. All right. But I do believe that, 10 Norman, what should he get? I do believe he need to get life without no possibility, without parole. I think he needs to get life. I think he needs to spend the rest of his life in prison. That's only right. If I was a judge, I would give him life in prison. That should be his charge. Life with no possibility of parole. I don't care who he bring on the stand. I don't care if he bring his mama on the stand. I don't care if she get up there and cry. I don't care. But because he took a life, you spend the rest of your life in prison. So I don't care if his mom get up there talking about he's a good guy, he's a good worker, he's a good man. There's nobody that they can bring up there and to say that he's a good guy, because obviously he's not a good guy, because he orchestrated someone to lose their life. And I do believe, in my humble opinion, all the people that was involved in this, from Mr. Wiley, the insurance man, I think his name is Wiley, the woman that texted Andre need to get life in prison. The guy that actually took Andre out should get life in prison. I think all of them should get life in prison. In my humble opinion, it's only right. In my humble opinion, I believe they all should get life in prison. And I do think Ms. Robbie, she should serve time in prison. I do believe Ms. Robbie is not innocent in this, because she did not take Andre's, you know what I'm saying? He came to her grandmother. I do think Ms. Robbie needs to serve at least 50 years in prison. Okay. Though she may not be alive for 50 more years, but I do believe Ms. Robbie should end up in prison as well. That, in my humble opinion, I do believe that. If nobody else, I do believe Ms. Robbie should end up in prison for about 65 years. Because your grandson reached out to you. So I don't have no sympathy. Okay. All right. And I said it in my humble opinion. Now, give me a second. Thank you all so very much for that. We're going to go to our other topic here. Talked about 10 Norman. I do believe that Ms. Robbie should get 50 years. And I'm not going to a restaurant. I'm actually reporting her restaurant to the health department to get her restaurant shut down. I don't think I think her restaurant is a terrible place. I won't near eat from somebody with that type of spirit. I don't even want to consume that restaurant food with that type of foolish spirit that she have. I do believe the health department should shut it down. Hopefully they does, because I definitely believe that. Okay. In my humble opinion. Now we're gonna move on to other topic. Um, they probably, I already told the health department they got rats, roaches in there. I was telling the health department that they definitely need to be shut down. In my humble opinion, that's just my opinion. It just how I feel. If you don't like it, just my opinion. Okay, all right. And so all of our employees are ex-con, so they, you know what I'm saying. They, telling, no telling. I don't want no ex-con making my food. All right, okay. All right, so I definitely reported the restaurant. So hopefully y'all join me as well. All right. Um, so that was that. We're gonna talk about Candace Owens. Shout out to Candace Owens. She said that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. She said she's not going to take it back. She also said that her mother, Kris Jenner, is a pimp. I'm like, yes, Candace. That you said that. And I believe that. I do believe what she meant. That I do believe that Kim Kardashian do prostitute herself to become famous. But you know what I'm saying. Prostitutes need love too. I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a prostitute. I don't think nothing wrong with being a pimp. I at one point I wanted to be a pimp. I wanted to get out there and be a pimp. I think I was a pimp. No, because my hoe never brought no money in. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a prostitute. If you want to prostitute yourself, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. If you are an adult and you want to be a prostitute, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I remember I tried to be a pimp, and I really needed some money. I was 21, 22. I needed some money, and so I had a friend, and she was a transgender, and so we was make different accounts and stuff like that. We would go to the different hotels, downtown, and all of that different stuff. I'd be in a room, you know what I'm saying, or I'd be in a restaurant waiting on her to get done, you know what I'm saying, and I had to stop being a pimp because she never gave me no money. Like one of my hoes never gave me no money. And I'm like, I can't be a pimp. So I only lasted being a pimp for a good 1 week, but because my hoe never gave me no money. So I had to stop being a pimp. But I used to see how she used to get the money from the guys. And I remember we used to have to chase the guys down because they wouldn't want to pay, and I had to do all that. And there was one guy that I just body slammed, and I had to get the money out of his wallet and all of that. And she didn't want to share. Like she did not want to share the money with me. So I had to stop being a pimp. And I said, this is not for me. Because I talked to my other pimps. And they was like, you need to let her have it. And I didn't want to put hands on her because she was beautiful. She was a beautiful trans woman. And I just didn't want to put hands on her. So I said, you know what? Let me stop being a pimp. This ain't for me because you have to put hands on it. Because I had friends that were pimps and they would put hands on their women. They would do all type of stuff to their women. I just could never do that. I just could never, what I'm saying, backslap of one of my hoes. I just could never do it. I was a nice pimp. And so a lot of the hoes, they would want me to be their pimp because I wouldn't even require no money. Because I would put hands on them, they could keep all the money. So they were always and then of the other pimps, they used to look at me and want to try to track me down and try to beat me up because they hoes want me to pimp them, but yeah, I just had to get out of it because I was a nice pimp. I was a nice pimp. I wasn't a pimp. I wasn't putting my hands on a woman. I was a really, really a nice pimp. And so all the hoes I was with my other pimp friends, they wanted me to be they pimp. And so it was real dangerous. And I mean, I couldn't even go outside. Like I had to, move around because them pimps, they'd be looking for me. And so, but shout out to all. I think they still out there pimping now, and I'm being done with it. I'm done with it. I ain't say no names because I don't want to put nobody name of one of my pimp former friends. He's in Cook County jail now because he got in trouble. But I will never do that again. I don't want to be a pimp because I'm a nice pimp. I was a nice one. Okay. And I was a pimp for a week. I was a pimp for a week. And so they said, wow, you was the security guard, and I didn't get paid. I was whipping the guy. I was doing all types because I was broke. Like, you gotta understand, during the time when the recession happened, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to be the pimp. I had to be the pimp. So, but I'm not doing it anymore. I've done that years ago. I'm a good guy, and I was for a week, and it was for free. All right. So this was back in like 2008, 2009. That's when I tried to be a pimp, because I saw my pimp friends, they were making big money. They were making good money, and they good looking guys too, by the way. So we would meet up, we would be at the bus stop, and we would be looking for girls at the bus stop. And I just couldn't do it. Like, one of my friends, like, she was into it. She was like one of my hoes, and she didn't share me none of the money. So I was like, you know what? But if I have to like put hands on her, I just don't want to do it, because I couldn't put hands on women. I couldn't. I remember when I was in high school, and this girl came up to me in high school. I was in high school, and she slapped me. Her name was Alicia Pack. She was one of the Pack sisters. Her name was Alicia or Felicia Pack. Um, and so she slapped me, and so I did not slap her back. I did not slap her back, but she slapped me, and I didn't slap her back. So I never could put hands on a woman. She slapped me right in the lunchroom, pow, and I didn't slap her back. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't put my hands. I didn't believe in putting my hands on women. I don't believe putting my hands on them. You know what I'm saying? And it was right in the lunchroom. And they were like, "Dang!" And I did. And she just slapped me in the lunchroom, and I broke down and I cried. I was in tears. I was embarrassed. I was hurt. My face was stinging. And her name was Alicia Pack. It was Alicia Pack or Felicia Pack. And it was at Chicago Military School. It was in the lunchroom, and she slapped me in front of everybody. But it was like, foul, right there. And I'm like, I couldn't even cry in the car because I didn't have a car. I cried right in the lunchroom, eating my lunch, and the tears was just flowing down, and I just cried. I was so hurt. I was so hurt. Anyway, that just bringing back memories. All right. Um, Thank you. So I agree with Candace on what I'm saying. All right, let's move on. Now, Cardi B, she went to court yesterday. Was it yesterday or day for you? But anyway, because she orchestrated of getting two strippers beat up. And so the judge, they only gave her 15 days of community service. I think it's 15 days or 10 days, 10 or 15 days community service. And I'm like, I disagree. I think that she should at least serve 5 years in prison, because what she did to those strippers was wrong. Orchestrating that was wrong. Throwing stuff at the strippers was wrong. That was wrong for what she did. So I do believe she should have served 5 years in prison. I also believe those strippers, if they did not get a payday from Cardi B, I do believe that Cardi B should, those strippers should sue Cardi B for damages. And I do emotional distress so much. I'll at least sue her for $3 million, $3 or $4 million, in my humble opinion. But I do believe she should have gotten 5 years in prison for what she did. I don't believe that she should have just served community service. I think that's so unfair. But I do believe for what she did to those strippers, she should have at least served 5 years. If she was in my courthouse, the third district, if she was in the third district in front of the honorable judge Wiley, she would have gotten 5 years in my court. If she was in my court in the third district of Cook County jurisdiction court, she would have gotten 5 years. 5 years she would have gotten. Okay. I don't care how she looked. I don't care how that makeup was. I don't care how much weave she got on. She would have gotten 5 years. So she ain't come in my court. All right. But she would have gotten 5 years, in my humble opinion. She would have gotten 5 years. All right. Okay. but I didn't see any of the sharecropper bloggers. None of them was there to report on Cardi B. They wasn't by her side. None of the sharecropper bloggers was there, and she did not get an exclusive to none of the sharecropper bloggers. Y'all already know daytime, tea time, or my because I call them sharecropper bloggers in my humble opinion. But she wasn't there. But I do believe she should have got 5 years in my humble opinion. Now that was that. Thank you so very much, Cardi B. We got her off the docket. Now let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Now Nicki Minaj filed the lawsuit. Shout out to my members. You all were able to see the court documents. I dropped it before people talked about it. I dropped it on the members only. And I really want to say this. I do believe that, Nosy Ho could win this lawsuit. And let me tell you how she could win. Because I was listening to some of Nicki Minaj's music, and some of her music she put in there that she did drugs. It's a possibility, pills and Portia. It's a possibility that Nosy Ho, if this go to trial, that her lawyer can definitely use some of them lyrics against Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? We will see how that's gonna play out. In my humble opinion, it is a possibility that Nosy Ho could win. It won't shock me if it go to trial. It's a possibility if she get on the stand, get Nicki on the stand, and ask her, "Did you put in your music that you was doing drugs?" Okay. So I'm just saying, is it a possibility you have put in your music that you have done drugs, whether it was cocaine, whether it was pills, it was some type of drugs that you said that you did in your music. So of course, I listened to some of her lyrics. So if Nosy Ho, if you're smart, you will have your lawyers to pull up all the lyrics, and you will quote those lyrics in court and make that part of the evidence. If you're smart, if your lawyer is smart. If you're smart, in my humble opinion, I would definitely does that. Now I don't know if your lawyer gonna do it, but if your lawyer is smart, definitely do it. And say that you know what I'm saying, that Nicki Minaj put in a lot of her music that she is on drugs. That she in a lot of her music on drugs. Nicki Minaj does give me that she does cocaine, because every time I used to see her on, it give me cocaine vibes, because a lot of times she's sniffing. You know what I'm saying? She got the snuffles. Sometimes she's chewing on ice. You know what I'm saying? She's up in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she look a little sweaty. So it does give me cocaine vibes. Now, whether she do it or not, I don't, but she does give me cocaine vibes. Anyway. But she did put it in her music. So if she sent me a lawsuit, I'm just going to download all the lyrics, go to court, get her on the stand. I would defend myself. I wouldn't even need an attorney. I would defend. Her mood swings. She get these very mood swings, really quickly. So I would bring up the lyrics of her music and stuff like that. And if I get a lawsuit, I get a lawsuit. Who cares? That stuff doesn't scare me. But she does give me those vibes. She does give me vibes that she's on some type of substance, whether it's coke, whether it's pills, whether it's ice. I don't know the type of drug, but she does give me vibes that she owns something, right? But she's using Nosy Ho as an example because Nosy Ho, interviewed Jennifer Hughes. So Nosy Ho is going to be the example. And she been wanting to sue Nosy Ho. So unfortunately, Nosy Ho got to deal with it. And so she's getting her clicks and views. Like I was saying in my live, I'm like, continue to go live 24/7. Continue to do your videos. Opening up the callers. The people are really not going to call in if they can't drag Nicki Minaj, because then the callers was calling in, but they wanted to drag Nicki. And she was like, no, I can't drag this open case. But you did all that talking. Just keep talking. They can't stop you from talking. Until you get a judgment, until you serve, get to talking. Like, I'll still be talking. That ain't gonna scare me because you sent me a lawsuit. Who cares? Sis does look like she's sworn on that powder. Oh wow. But in my humble opinion, but she could not be on powder. Who knows? Who knows? But a lot of people were saying that she only suing Nicki Minaj only sued Nosy Ho for $75,000. But if in order to get in federal court, you have to give that's the minimum amount. But with lawyer fees, with punitive damages, it's going to be way more if Nicki Minaj do win. It is some type of precedent that they can look at by Cardi B case, because Cardi recently won a lawsuit against Nicki Minaj. Not only Cardi B, you can let Larry Reid. He sued a YouTuber in federal defamation court and actually won a suit. So it's a possibility that Nicki Minaj could win, and it's a possibility that she could lose because she put in her music that she done cocaine. And I'm taking it literally. I'm saying if you put in your music that you did some drugs, then you a drug addict. That's just like if these rappers they put in music that they in gangs and they robbing folks and they get mad when a district attorney when they use it against them. Listen, if you put in your music that you does drugs, I'm gonna take you literally and say that you are a drug addict. If you put in your music say, I lick on the cob like a la, my punani is super, super gushy, gushy, wet, wet, wet. So when we smash, then that your punani better be gushy, gushy, wet, wet, wet. If you putting it in your music, you put that in your music. So you can't get mad when somebody say that you want coke. You can't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Just like Cardi B, she talk about how good her yoni is, her mouth game, and her man still cheat on you, still cheating on her. So she kept talking about how good, how they can lick it and flap it and all, and her man he's still cheating on her. So, but that's what they say. But I'm just saying in my humble opinion. Now we're gonna see how this gonna play out with this lawsuit. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on it. The same way we kept y'all updated with Tasha K, with the court files. I got the court documents. I would have pulled it and showed it on screen, but I showed it to my members. Y'all seen it first. Y'all can read it for yourselves. They pretty much calling her nobody. I disagree with that because if she was a nobody, you would never sue her. So that's just factually incorrect. But we will see how that's going to play out. Now, also with Cardi B, let's be really, really clear. With Cardi B, let's just really, really be quick with Cardi B. And I want to say this with Cardi B. I think that Cardi B, I've read some court documents. I'm gonna put it for my members only. She wants to give me a second. Let me pull it up. Hold on one second. Because it's something with Cardi B and this whole Tasha K lawsuit. So give me a second. I got the court documents for that. Hold on one second. Oh, 1 second. What is I'm doing? Okay. Now with the Cardi B lawsuit, she wants a bond amount the same as the amount of the judgment. So if it get denied, that she want to get her money. So with Cardi B, she filed an order, a motion. She want a bond to be granted on the Rule 62 in a federal court. She filed that, and the bond amount is the same as the judgment amount. So when they get denied, she loses the money will go directly to Cardi. So she wants that. And she also filed to put a lien on her house in September. So that is something that's going on. So we see court documents on that. Members, I would definitely give y'all those court documents and post it for my members only. And so Cardi B, she wants her money. She want to put a lien on the house and all of that. I did hear that Tasha K is trying to fight this in appeal. She feels as though that Olga promised her that it's a possibility that she's going to win an appeal. We'll see how that's going to play out. I don't know. You might lose an appeal. You lost the trial. It's not looking too good for this appeal. But Cardi B people was like, listen, they want to put a lien on the house and all of that. And if they get that granted, that's just sad. That is so sad. Like, you get a beautiful house and Cardi B takes your house. Like, that is so sad. Like, she getting exclusive. Like, Tasha K going to be interviewing, and we're gonna get to Larry Reid piece. Give me a second. Tasha K is interviewing Blueface Mama, and it's good you getting all these exclusives, and you bringing in money, but now you got to pay out $4 million. So all the money that you didn't gave out, all the payroll that you're paying your people, you got to give $4 million. So you got to move around, duck and move. You got to go to Africa, and you got to go here. You got to go all these different places. And you got to pay out $4 million. Like, that's ridiculous. And so $4 million that have to go to Cardi B, and that's $4 million that could have went to your children fund, $4 million that could have went to your company. Now, out of all of this stuff, you literally have to pay $4 million, and she kind of like abandoned her, her her advertisers because now she went on the app. And she was making good money on YouTube, but she's trying to hide the money and hide ways of Cardi to get her money. But Cardi can still garnish your YouTube. She can garnish the app. She can garnish your bank accounts. Like this is definitely going to happen. It's really unfortunate that Tasha K have to go through this. But Tasha K keeps saying, "I have the money. I got the money to pay for. I got the money to fight it." Ogre made a lot of money off of Tasha K. And now Tasha K got to pay more money to Ogre over the appeal process. And then now, if she lose, let's just say she lose. Let's just say she lose. Let's just say she lose all of this. That means you have to pay Ogre all $1,000. Then you have to pay Cardi B lawyer fees. Then you have to pay the penalty damage. You got to pay all that stuff. That's ridiculous. That is like so sad. And we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. If with this appeal, what the judge going to grant. If the judge was like, she can garnish your wages now, who cares about the appeal? That can happen. We can see how it's going to play out. So we will keep y'all updated on this case when it comes to this appeal. Because that's a big part of it. Like this appeal, we will see how this is going to play out. If she loses, this is bad for Tasha K. This is bad because it's really sad for business. And all of this was avoided because we have court documents when the judge told Tasha, just settle. Like you will lose if this go to trial. Just take it on the video. And she didn't want to settle. She would have paid less settling this than actually taking this to jury trial. But now she got 1 million subscribers, and now she's building up her app. Her app doesn't have 1 million people on there yet. So we will see how this is definitely going to play out. Now, I want to talk about her, Larry Reid, and Conscious TV. I want to talk about all of that. As I was looking at stuff was going on, I was here, people sending me DMs, and they were saying, Larry Reid sent information to Tasha K about Conscious TV. And so I reached out to Larry because I have the source. So I'm like, let me reach it. Did you send stuff? And so I did watch him on Conscious TV Live, and Larry Reid was like, yes, I sent Tasha K the information, but Conscious already knew that. But the information I sent Tasha K was the wrong information. And Tasha K went live she did a live with Armand Wiggins' friend, and she went over there and she said, Larry Reid and his lover, who he supposed to be. I don't care if you ain't gay. It's disrespectful to say you ain't gay to the gay community if you say you suck peen and all that. And I'm hearing all this, right? I'm minding my own. I'm just hearing all this, and I said, number one, if you've been okay, I don't want to say the word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. If you've been violated as a child, as a teenager, and someone violated you of the same gender, that does not make you gay if you were violated, right? If you want to identify as straight, you can identify as straight. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's his life. So when she was putting it out there, I'm like, he was violated. He's telling you his experience of him being violated as a teenager, him being violated, right? And so he said that he's straight. I don't think Tasha K would do this to a black woman if a black woman says she was violated by a woman as a teenager, she was violated, but I identify as straight, but I had an experience with a woman. It was my choice. I was forced to have this experience because this person violated me. I don't think Tasha K will be dragging that woman. I don't think women would be dragging that woman. But a woman can say that and get away with it. But if a man said it's a problem and it's an issue, and I remember one time I went on her app and I knew she was homophobic. I already knew that. I went on her app and we was having a conversation. No, Wiley, you don't know what she's. I said, listen, if a black woman eat punani and sleep with a man, she's bi. Right? And you agree with that? Oh, yeah, no. But if a man say that he suck peen and sleep with a woman, you automatically just want to label him gay. At best, that man is bi, right? And so we had this whole dialogue on the app, and she ain't like what I had to say. And I'm like, that's the truth. But if a woman say, I ate some punani last night and I slept with my man the same day, I'm still straight. Y'all would still give that woman a pass and say, oh, she said she's straight. Yay. But y'all won't give that man that same grace. And Tasha K, she does have these tendencies that she do not respect LGBT men. She doesn't. And she said, and then she got caught up because she said, I'm done dealing with gay men. I'm done dealing. And then she said that. And then there was a gay man that came on her show. He was like, Tasha said that, and he haven't been back over there since. And then she was like, we was just joking. We was just joking. We didn't mean that. We was just joking. Y'all meant that. Y'all meant that. Y'all really meant that. You and the employee. And y'all meant that, right? But when it comes back to Larry Reid, I want to say this, and with Tasha K and Tasha K saying these things is disheartening because he got on the phone with Larry. They had conversations. I knew that Tasha K was kind of done with Larry because she felt that Larry was taking our mom weekend side, did her side, because we was on a phone call, was me, her, and Chelsea. She never called me on a three-way that I know of, because sometimes people have you on the three-way that you don't know of. But this particular time, she put me on the phone. I was on the phone, Chelsea and Tasha. She called me. I was literally on my break trying to eat my sandwich and my potato chips. She said, I'm going to be done with the pastor because I never said I was going to bring Armand Wiggins to Georgia. I never said I'm going to be done with the messy pastor. I'm gonna have to just drop him because I never said if he come to Georgia, my husband gonna blah 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 blah. She's talking about what her husband gonna do to Armand, all that stuff. And so I'm just hearing all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's what you feel. That's how you feel, Tasha. How okay, yes, all right, all right. And I see, Wiley, I told you what I said, yeah, I hear you, but that's what Larry Reid said, and Armand said the same thing. It is what it is, y'all. All right, well, thank you. Okay, Wiley, I'm gonna call you back. Chelsea, you still on the phone. So it was just Chelsea and Tasha on the phone. I got off the phone because I really don't like to be on the phone with that mess and drama because Larry is a good guy. I've been knowing Larry since he been doing music years ago. Before he did Larry Live, he was just in the gospel industry. I would interview him on Blog Talk Radio. He was selling his music. He was in the gospel industry. I knew Larry then through music. I didn't know him as a commentator because he wasn't a commentator like that yet. So that's how I really know Larry through his music. And so, but hearing this stuff of him and Tasha K falling out, it doesn't surprise me because Tasha K falls out with everybody on the internet. She fall out with everybody on the internet. That's what she does. And when she falls out with these people on the internet, she spins the narrative. She spins the narrative to make you look the bad person and that she was the innocent one. I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing. And in reality, you have to look at why have a lot of people fell out with Tasha K. A lot of people have fell out with her. And that's just how that goes. She uses people and then she fall out with people, right? And then her team, they reach out to these celebrities and they bring these celebrities. They interview these celebrities. Chelsea sent emails, and it's another member of her team. Give me a sec. I think his name was Jamie. I don't know if he still worked with Tasha K, but one of her team members, I don't know. I think it's Jamie. But she got another male worker because somebody got mad. She canceled an interview, and so they was DMing me. I think his name was Jamie. Give me a second. Let me scroll down. Hold on. When did this person send me this DM? Hold on. Because I want to give that person name because they don't be in mess like the other employee. Do I still have it? Give me a second. It's somewhere in this. I think it's Jamie. It's somewhere in here. Where is that? But anyway, it's another employee that she have. And this person was mad because she canceled the interview on her. Okay, it's somewhere in the fall. I gotta find it. But she got another employee. I think the name was Jamie. It's not Jasmine. It's another employee that y'all don't know. I gotta go through my DMs. But she was mad because I guess Tasha lied and canceled interview, and so they come over to the Wiley Show. And so I'm saying is that Tasha K falls over everybody. She falls over everybody, and that's just how it is. I think Tasha K, you know what I'm saying, she have a problem with building relationships on YouTube. It's a major problem for her. Um, it's a major problem for her, and when things don't go her way, she will flip on you. She will flip on you. She will spin a narrative, and she would just lie. That's what she does. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't shock me. I think Larry got real close with Tasha. He met Tasha K family. He met Tasha K husband. Just in a beautiful relationship. And Shaq is a really good guy, right? And so to see her fall out with Larry Reid in a way how she went low with him, that's just how that situation went because she got mad at Conscious, and Conscious kind of like threw her under the bus and said, he threw Olga under the bus, and then Tasha K got mad about that, and then she put out a rumor that Larry was stole the money and took the money and stole it on somebody else, and stole the money and spent the money on himself. And so all of this situation came about. But I remember when Conscious TV came on our show, and I remember he was very adamant that I stay with Tasha K. I remember the conversation. And I said, she's not a good woman. I was telling Conscious, I said, she's not a good woman. Tasha K is just not a good woman. She's a liar, very mean spirited, and I don't need to work with a person like that. Oh no, you should stay with Tasha K. Stay with Tasha K. It was all about staying with Tasha. Don't burn bridges. You're hearing all this. And then when he got on the live with Tasha K, and she booted him off the line. Now Tasha K is this evil woman, but she meant evil. I tried to tell you back in December when I was getting tag team, when she was flipping people against me. I tried to tell you that Tasha K is no good. And I don't want to be controlled. And once she tried to control me, that's just not going to work. You're just not going to control me and not allow me to be myself. I just cannot allow a woman, I'm a man, to control me. Not gonna happen. I gotta cut ties. I can't be controlled. You can't tell me what to do on my platform. And she tried to dictate to me what I should do and what I should not do on my platform. And she tried. And I had to tell her, you can't control me. I got to do what I want to do on my platform. You cannot dictate to me what and who I can talk to, put in a title on my platform, even though that was very simple. Well, it's just a simple request. If I go in with that request, then I'm gonna go on with another request, and before I know it, I'm gonna be her B word, and I'm not your B word, right? I'm not gonna have that type of control. So I respectfully decline that way. I respectfully decline. And I knew then from December, I said the relationship is done, but I'm just gonna continue to ride a wave and just pretend like me and Tasha is good. We're gonna do get these clicks and views. But I was done back in December. Actually, I was done back when I was in Georgia last year. Back when we was in Georgia on last year, I was done with Tasha K because when she lied to her son, I was done with her. I said, this woman, why would you lie on your son and say your son is hooked up on tubes? Why would you lie about that? So I was done with her then back when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and she lied on her son because she did not want to do a show with me. And all you had to do was and let me tell you, all she had to say is, I don't want to do a show with you. Tell me that. But don't lie on your child because you don't want to do a show with me. Okay? Don't lie to your child. And then once it came, and then when I saw the child on Instagram, not hooked up to no tube, just she's on Instagram. I said, dude, this woman just lied. So I was done with her then. I'm like, you can't play me. And then told Storm Monroe that I had a whole bunch of people with me. That was another lie. I said, can I bring a plus one? I'm going to ask you, if I was a bad person, I would have just showed up with my plus one without letting you know. But I asked her, I said, can I bring a plus one to the interview? Right? And then she said no. And I told the plus one, I said, hey, you can't come. Then she returned, sent me a DM saying that her son is in the hospital and hooked up to tubes. She can't do the show. Son got bad hospital, all that. Go to Instagram, son went in the hospital. And so I was done with her then because you didn't have to lie like you didn't have to lie on your son. Don't lie on your son like that. Okay. So that was that. And I'm going to continue to tell the story because it's my story to tell. I tell this story 3,000, 5,000 times. This is what I'm going to do. All right. All right. So, and when it comes to Storm Monroe, I took up for Storm because I felt that they were double teaming Storm, and I took up for Storm. Me and Storm is cool, you know, and I took up for Storm. She got mad about that. What do you mean? I never said that about Storm Monroe, blah, blah, blah. I said, Tasha, do you hear what you be saying when you be going on these people's shows? So she said all this stuff about Storm. I came out and I blasted on my platform. She had to clear that up, but she said what she said. And so that's just how that situation went. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Storm is this person when I know that he's not. And then she put out there about his name. She sent me information about his name. She sent me a text. I refused to put that information out. I didn't put it out about the name. Get that to somebody else to put that out about his name change. I come out and say, I don't care if the man changed his name from whatever. People legally change their name all the time. I'm legally thinking about changing my name to something else. So just because you change your name does not make you a bad person. And no, he's not obligated to tell you that he changed his name. Y'all not getting married. Y'all not, you know what I'm saying? No, he's not obligated to tell you why he changed his name, right? So it is what it is. So I put that out there and I said what I had to say. And I know a lot of people, you know, some people like this, some people, well, actually more people actually subscribe because they said Wiley seeing the light because y'all watching the show. We almost at 30,000 subscribers. And Storm Monroe, he blocked me. I didn't care nothing about the block. I announced the block. And once he told me why he blocked people, I can understand it. And then he unblocked me. But when he originally blocked me, y'all didn't know nothing about it. And y'all still wouldn't have known nothing about it unless I would have opened it up and said something about it. I just said something. I said, oh, he had me blocked. You know, I said something about it years later. All right. But y'all didn't know it when it first happened. Y'all didn't know it when it first happened. Y'all did because I didn't share it. And then once he came out, and he said, this is the reason why I blocked you. I can understand that. And we moved past it. Okay. All right. So these people are not my friends. I count on my one hand how many friends I have. Shout out to Jaquez, you know, it's a good friend of mine. Shout out to Jonathan, good friend of mine. Hope he get out of jail soon. He gotta get off that drugs though. Hope he get out of jail soon. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Jaquez. That's about it. If I hit the lottery today, then it'll be the two calls I make, checks I write to them. They're my only two friends on the planet. Two friends, right? Jonathan and Jaquez. They're my only two friends, right? Shout out to Paul, and shout out to Paul. But my only two friends, y'all have met Jaquez, y'all met Jonathan. Those are my only two friends. I do not call everybody my friends. And those people, I put them through the root work. You know, those is my friend. Now, YouTube, those are like associates. associates. These are associates. You know what I'm saying? These are just associates. But like friends, like Jaquez, me and him used to work together. We good guy. I love him. Uh, and excuse me, and Jonathan. So those are my only two friends. That's it. No, not Jaquez the singer. If it was Jaquez the singer, I wouldn't even put his name out there. If it was Jaquez, even though Jaquez do sing, but he's not the famous Jaquez the singer. He's not famous yet. Okay, right, but it's not Jaquez the singer. If it was Jaquez, I would keep it private. I wouldn't even put that information out there because people do too much when you got celebrity friends. But yeah, I got two friends. That's it. I don't have no friends. How would I consider Theo a friend? I could consider him a friend, but I kept slipping with his boyfriend. So I don't know if we friends. We might be associates. I don't know if Theo would be a friend. I don't know. Because I slept with all his boyfriends. We might be associates. I don't know if he's a friend. I've known him for a long time. I slept with all his boyfriends. So I don't know if we would be considered friends. I don't know. I slept with all his boyfriends. I don't know if we friends. I don't know if I'll put him in the friend box, but I know I slept with a lot of his boyfriends. Anyway, so yes. I don't. I slept with all the boyfriends. I did. That's a true story. Every boyfriend he had, I slept with. The one that was on cocaine and crack, I slept with him. The one that was the one that he let move in with him, I slept with him. His other friend he had brought from out of town, they was gonna dance, slept with him. He had another boyfriend, that was the fourth one, I slept with him. And I think about five of his boyfriends, about five of them. About five of them. Yeah. And one of the guys he just brought over, he wanted to sleep with me. He like let me tell you, one of the guys he brought over, he brought him over from out of town with one of his friends, and they were sleeping together. But he was taking he was taking a shower, and so I was in my room, and the guy just came in my room, and we just had sex. He just came in my room and just had sex, and so once he blasted it on social media that that I kept sleeping with his man, I knew then I had to get my own place because if I don't see it, I won't do it. So I'm in my own place. I got to worry about it. But if I see it, I'm going to try them and test them, and they do it. So and I know how to get the guy. I knew how to do it. So, uh, but yeah, he had put that out there. And Armand Wigger's friend interviewed one of the guys, and we're gonna actually bring him on the show this weekend. I think we're gonna bring him on the show this week. I may bring him on the show this weekend because he's been asking. But we slept together. No, I only we did not. I only let me break this down. I only did fellatio with him. I only did fellatio with him. And so he got mad at my roommate, and he was like, "Well, Wiley, yeah, you saying all this about your your roommate, blah 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 blah." And so he put it out there. They was broken up. So technically, you can't say I slept with your boyfriend because y'all was broken up. I just so happened took a chance, and it happened, and we did what we had to do because they was already broken up. They were already broken up. Okay. Now that was that. But then when I go back to Chicago, I slept. Shout out to Patrice. Damn, I didn't mean to say her name. I'm not gonna say her last name. But Patrice, I was supposed to help her, because she was in college, and what college she was going to, what college Patrice was going to, but she was going to some college, and so we started to have sex, and so she was in college, and I was helping her with homework, and we kind of like built a relationship. So we started to have sex. And so when we started to, and she was like the literally like the first one that I went all the way with. She was one of the ones. And yeah, we got involved in that. And then I went to the military. And then when I came back, she had got pregnant, but it wasn't my babies. It wasn't my babies. So yeah, but we had sex like for about 4 or 5 times. So we was very intimate. And so we was doing what we had to do. Um, but it started out on me helping her with her homework. I wasn't trying to smash her, but she gave it to me. So I'm like, whoa, and I was nervous because I'm like, what music do I listen to? I was a church kid because what music do I listen to? Like, I didn't know. So I think I put on a gospel record when we had sex. I think I put on a gospel record. It was a gospel song. It was the radio. It was the gospel station. And so we was smashing to the gospel record. And we did what we had to do. And then she called me, and I will never forget it. She called me and she thought that she was pregnant by me, and she wasn't pregnant. And I had to tell my mom, and I was so nervous. I cried like a baby. And I was like, whoa. Like, because I wasn't ready to be no father. Back then, I would have been like 22, 23 years old. Like, and I wasn't ready to be no father. So but she called me. She said she thinks she's pregnant. I was nervous. The first person I called was my mother because I did not know uh, what to do. I had to call my mom. I'm like, what to do? I was nervous. Like I was really really nervous, and so I stopped dealing with her, and then I wanted to put her kids on my taxes, and then I gave her some MOD. I wanted to put her kids. I wanted to claim her kids on my taxes, and so I gave her some OD because I wanted to put the kids. Obviously, things didn't work out. Um, so yeah, it is what it is, and that was kind of wrong. But I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? Kid around, but we haven't had. I wanted to put our kids on my taxes. So I was like, let's do what we have. Let's do let's do let's do let's do what we have to do. So because it was a lot of money that I was supposed to get, but nevertheless, it didn't work out. I was beefing. My sister told me, don't let him claim your kids. She kind of talked me, she talked her out of it. So she didn't let me claim the kids. And so we went on. We it just didn't ever happen. We haven't seen each other in over 10 years. So she came on my mom's house not too long ago. She was like, "Where's Marquisa?" I'm like, "In my skin. I don't need to see you good. You mind your own business. Do what you got to do. We ain't doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. That's done. I ain't doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that now. But if we see each other and the vibe is right, we'll do it again. But anyway, that's what it is. Okay, I could get Patrice on the line, but I'm not gonna get Patrice on the line. I don't even know why I said her name. Why did I say her name? Why did I say her name? But I said her name. I should have said her name. I should have said her name. But yes, but Patrice was giving, like, she was the church whore. Like, she was giving all the guys, all the teenagers and young adults, her punani because all the guys was running through, and I was kind of like late to it. You know what I'm saying? I was late to it. I was trying to help her with her homework. It started out innocent because I was a Christian. I was in the church. I was holy. But that temptation, I think she got naked and she tempted me, and I just went with it. Because at first I didn't. We talked about doing it, but I was nervous because she lived right by the church. Like, she lived next door in the building next to the church. So I'm like, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? This is too much. But we did what we had to do, and I did it. And so when she had got pregnant, rumors started to rumors started to spread that I, you know what I'm saying, that those were my babies, and it wasn't. It wasn't my babies. She actually got a 16-year-old impregnated her, 15 or 16-year-old impregnated her, and she was in her late 20s. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, um, but yeah, but that was back. You know, that was like in my days. But now I'm good. I ain't doing all that. Okay. And so most of y'all don't know me. Y'all just know me off of YouTube. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna get on here and say that I like women only, but I've been intimate with women. I've been intimate with men. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. It is. It is. No, it's not. It's. I'm not gonna put her name out there. Patrice, come get your child. So no, that's not my kids. Like no, that's not. I would bring my sister on here, but she's asleep. Um, but yeah, that was back. That was back in the day. That was back in the day. That was back in the day. But we good now. Well, you. No, like you don't know me in person. Like you don't know. Y'all never met me. Some of y'all met me in person, but y'all don't know me in person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know me in person. I'm a good guy. I'm a man. You know, I gotta say what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. That's your thing. Well, yeah, you like what you like. Okay. Do y'all want me to up the phone lines? You can always donate, brother. Well, oh, cash up. Yes, you can. Thank you, Tasha. Yeah, so I love women. You know what I'm saying? I do want to settle down, and I will settle down with a woman. You know what I'm saying? And if she can only have one child or no kids, one child the max. I cannot deal with a woman. You got 6 kids, 7 kids, all different baby days. I could deal with one because one that's going to be a headache, but still that's doable. But if I ever settle down with a woman, she only can have one child, one. Okay, and I don't mind it. But I'm not even going to front. Yes, I was in the military. I was. This stuff is public record. Y'all can just pull this stuff up. Like y'all give me a second. I will open up the phone lines. But you can just have one child. That's it. And I'm just being lenient with that. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these women already got kids and stuff like that. But yeah, just one. But yeah, you gotta nerve all that baggage. But no, I'm just honest. It's not okay. I'm honest. I'm giving my opinion. It's a lot of women that dealt with women and dealt with men. Like, come on. See, that's why I don't bring females on my channel because y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all got this misconception about me. You don't know me. You don't know me. What I do. I might just get this girl in Chicago that I know. I might just get her pregnant and just to shut y'all up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Next time I go to Chicago, I'm gonna meet her. And I said, okay, let's just go ahead on, let's get it on. Let's have a kid. Let me just go ahead because she said we could be in a relationship. I was living in Chicago. Let me just go ahead and move to Chicago, get her pregnant, get a couple of kids, and yeah, that'll just shut y'all up right then and there. Yeah, I'm just going ahead and do it. I'm just get her pregnant and be done with it. I'm gonna just get her pregnant. And the producers would be buying things. Yes. I thought I did an episode. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. The producers definitely would be buying things. Y'all better. I thought I. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If y'all call in, because I know it's late. I know it's late. I talk to females. I just don't bring them on the channel. I don't even bring the men that I sleep with on my channel. Well, one of them we didn't really sleep together. We just did a little something. I might bring him on the channel this weekend. I really don't bring people on my channel like that. McDonald bad Wiley Wiley t-shirts. Yes. What are we gonna name the baby? Well, I'm gonna name the baby after me. You know what I'm saying? If it's a boy, it's gonna be Marquise Wiley Jr. Yeah, I'm gonna name it after me. If it's a daughter, if it's a daughter, I don't know what I would name my daughter. I don't know what I would name my daughter.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 24 seconds.
They said Marquita. I would not name my daughter Marquita. My cousin.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
That Marquita. Oh man, y'all is something else. I don't even know why I'm talking. Here we go. Dang, it's 12 o'clock at night. I didn't know it was 12 o'clock. All right. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I gotta be a little messy for 1 second. 5 days ago, Storm Monroe posted a young lady on his post, and everybody's convinced on his community tab that that's his new girlfriend. Isn't that Tasha K ex-employee, or is she still employed with Tasha K?
I don't know about that.
Can you look on the community tab of Storm Monroe?
Okay, let me look on the community tab. Give me a second.
5 days ago.
You said 5 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on this community tab. You said 5 days ago. Okay, I do see. Believe it or not, it was my first brunch in Atlanta. I feel so official now. See y'all tomorrow for our vision board party.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know if that's this teammate. I don't know.
Remember the brown skinned girl that kind of started the same time as Chelsea? That doesn't look like her to you?
That doesn't look like her to me, but she is thick though.
Okay, I just thought maybe you would know.
She is beautiful. She thick. She beautiful. Man, he better hit that and get
up. What was that girl name? Because Tasha doesn't. You don't hear about her anymore. What was her name?
I don't know. I can't think of her name.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the chat saying they shared the chat saying Nicole. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that's her though.
Really?
I think that's her.
I don't know. I would have to text Storm and ask.
You don't remember Wiley? You should talk about both her and Chelsea.
I remember I talking about her and Jasmine. I but not know Nicole. But this woman that he's with, she's very thick.
Yeah, I remember something like she lived in Houston and everybody thought she was messing with Shaq. I think that's Tasha K.
Okay, well, they
remember that rumor.
I heard that rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, and then you never saw her like post about Tasha K again after that rumor was out.
Okay,
and then you just don't hear about that girl anymore. So I was wondering. I was waiting for you to say something about that, but. I got tired of waiting, so I said, let me ask you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much.
All right.
Bye-bye. She is beautiful, though. 0235, caller, you're there.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, I think that 5 years for Cardi is the right amount of time, to be honest with you, because she got a slap on the wrist, and I think it's really ridiculous. All that it's because she got the money. It just doesn't make sense to me because I just saw a man get 10 days in jail for sleeping during jury duty. Like what? Like come on now, like that's ridiculous. Cardi got off way too easy. 5 years was if that guy got 6 months, then Cardi should have got the same amount of time, in my opinion. Now Nicki Minaj, listen, I would say all Nicki has to do is drop a drug test right now because the way that I saw it was, what's her name? Nosy. She said that she made it seem as if Nicki was currently doing the C word, whatever. So I all she has to do is drop a test, and I don't even think a song lyric is enough evidence, to be honest with you, because it's not direct. It's not the same thing as, oh, she made a statement and she said that I used to do coke or whatever, right? So I don't think it's the same thing. And if she was doing it, then shouldn't her child have birth defects? I don't know. I don't think that I think Nosy is going to lose, to be honest with you, because there's just so much evidence stacked against her, and she doesn't have any like a legit rebuttal. So I don't understand. Now, Miss Robbie, listen, Miss Robbie, she's a fool for trying to go after Philly Phil, because Miss Robbie has to prove that Philly Phil and that lady that said all those rumors about her is causing financial damage to her reputation, right? That she's defamed, that Philly Phil defamed Miss Robbie's character, and Miss Robbie is losing out on some money, right? But my thing is that Miss Robbie was already losing money when she decided to defend her son. She was already losing sponsors. She was losing all that because she decided to speak out and defend her son. So it's like she doesn't have a case. She's going to lose. I think it's a waste of time, especially after this trial, because this trial, finding that man guilty can be used against Miss Robbie. She don't got a case, in my opinion, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
And that's all I got to say. Like,
thank you. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, we're going to go to the next caller. Thank you. We love when Mr. Barbs call in because he loves him some Nicki Minaj. All right, let's go to the next caller. Okay, here we go. All right, 9847, calling on air. 9847, okay, you're not ready. 9572.
Wiley, hello, this is IVMR. Of course, you know who I am. I just want to say, do not be fake. Stop being fake. Nicki does perks, and she openly admitted to that. That's the only drug that she does. Coke is not one. Coke is cheap, like what Whitney said. So she doesn't do coke. She does perks, and she violated her child and everything. So of course she's going to win. Now, as in Cardi, I feel like they should lock her up. She sent grown men to beat up 2 women over what her husband is doing. And guess what, Wally? Her husband wasn't even at the court with her. So you have to do 15 days community service for a man that didn't even show up to court with you? How does that look? Tell me.
Well, for me, I'm going to say this, and I say this humbly. Maybe her husband is booked and busy. I don't know where her husband could be cheating on her with her sister. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know why her husband wasn't there. You know, Nicki Minaj's husband can't be on her side either at court because he's on house arrest. So I really don't know. Both of them choose bad husbands. You know what I'm saying? He can't keep his peeing under subjection, and Nicki Minaj's husband can't leave the house without getting permission from the courts.
There's a difference though, because with Nicki husband, I know Nicki husband will be on her side at the court every single day, but Cardi husband is doing nothing. He could literally pay for babysitters. He could get flew to where she was at and everything, and he still didn't show up. And he has his own house arrest though, even though he is, a anyways. But yeah, and that's all I gotta say. Jennifer Huff is not going to win because Nicki never said in her music, "Oh, I do coke and I rock the boat." She never said any of that. She said she's selling these. She said something of the lines of she's selling these mixtapes like how people be selling coke, something like that. She never said she does it. There's a thin line difference. As far as Tasha K, as far as Cardi B and Tasha K, I feel like Cardi B is going to try and I feel like Tasha K is going to try and sue you or somebody else just so she can get the money to pay Cardi B. That's how I feel.
Okay,
That's
well,
how I feel.
if she sued the Wiley Show, we don't have $4 million to pay that Cardi. She like that would be just a dumb move because you should sue people that got the money. We ain't got it, so you spend all that money for attorney fees. It's gonna take years. You ain't got it, and you still gonna have to owe Cardi B $4 million.
I do feel that way though. Wiley, I feel like you should watch out because I feel like she's
not going to sue. Like, it's not going to happen. We don't have it. That's a dumb move to sue a poor person. What are you going to get from that poor person? Nothing. Like, that's just crazy.
At least get $20,000 out of you.
Dude, she can't get even $20,000. Where is that? Please tell me where the $20,000 at. Ain't gonna be able to get it. Okay. That ain't gonna happen. But we shall see how it's gonna play out.
I mean, I don't know. And this, like, do you really think that she's in Africa? Is she moving to Africa, or is she just there for a vacation?
I think she's there to hide money, and I definitely think she's there to visit some family and put money in their name. To try to buy any property in there, because she did say she would like to move to Africa, but she said her money would not be the same. But she do have an app, so it's a possibility. I heard that she's putting in her mother-in-law name, and the cost of living in Africa is cheaper than it is in Florida.
How much do you think? How much money do you think Tasha K has?
I don't know.
Do you think she got the $4 million?
I don't think she got $4 million in the bank. No.
I mean, but do she got to pay it up front, or can she do payment plan?
No, she got to pay that. I don't know about a payment plan. That's a good question. That's something you got to ask Cardi B lawyer. Is to the payment plan, but they want the lien in the house. They want that $4 million.
Because my thing is though, she could just like if I was Tasha, I would be trying to sue anybody that says anything bad about me so I could get that money. Because if I don't have it, I'm gonna sue somebody else.
But she would be spending. She would be spending more money on her attorney fees with that, and that's just crazy. She can't afford to have 5, 6, 7, 8 lawsuits because that's how many bloggers that talk about her. Like that she don't have that type of funding like that.
And before I go, I want to say, and the reason why Cardi wants the money from Tasha K so bad is because Cardi knows that those two twins is for to sue her for the same amount that she sued Tasha. So she's willing. So she's hoping that she gets that money from Tasha very soon, so she can just pay it out to them twins.
All right, thank you so very much.
And call it a day.
All right, bye bye. He said, "Do you know who I am?" I love talking to the barbs. 9542, call you on the air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good. I hope you had a good day. I know it's late, but I have a lot to say. Not too much. I won't be like the voice of New York, but I'm going to start where I agree with you at, and that is the piece with Nicki Minaj. I don't think. I mean, with Cardi B. Yes, I agree with you. She does deserve at least 5 years for what she did. And see, what people are not talking about is the man that she got to go in there with her that got tried also. He got 6 months. So he's doing 6 months in jail. And that's what they do. The person with the money stays out of jail. The other person, they take the time. And then when they get out, they get hooked up. So that's not the thing. But the thing really is Cardi should also be serving those 6 months. I believe rightfully so. But I do agree with you that she should have gotten 5 years. As far as the thing with Nicki and Nosy Ho, Nicki's not suing Nosy Ho because she interviewed Jennifer Hugh, because she could have sued the real and got real money. She's not suing Nosy Ho because Nosy Ho calls her all kind of names. Because look at Armand. She could have sued him years ago, the way he talked about her. She's suing her because she talked about her son. And what I don't like, this is where I'm disagree. When you did your commentary the other day, you kind of repeated what she said about her son could grow up to be something or whatever. And I was like, that's not fair, because whose father's perfect? And who can look back and say, oh, when I grow up, because my father was a bad person, I'm going to be a bad person. And not only that, that little boy is still a little boy. What is he, 2, 3? You understand? So any mother, it's not because she's Nicki Minaj and she's trying to be like Cardi. Any mother would go crazy. Any real mother that loves their children would have the same reaction or worse if somebody was talking about their child that way. So that's all I want to say about that. I don't care about calling her names and saying she's not the queen. That kind of stuff, I doubt she really loses sleep over that. But when you talk about her son, the way you talk about him in that disgusting way, that woman, she thought she was being edgy, and, she probably saw how far Armand took it, and she was like, I'm going to take it even further. You know what I mean? And then it became a thing, and it was just like, but it got real disgusting. I think Armand got disgusting with his commentary, but this lady, to go beyond what he says, to me, it was all for just shock value. And then come to find out, we found out the woman's a fraud. She got all these different names. We're going to get to the name changes with Montrez as soon as I finish with this lady. But she went through all these name changes. She owes all this money. She's a fraud, a thief, a bad debtor. She's like in debt all over. Wherever she goes, she owes money. Nicki doesn't want $75,000 from that woman. You really think Nicki's worried about her $75,000? I think what she's going to do is take intellectual property, something that can really hurt her. I know you don't got $75,000, sis. So I'm going to take it how I take it. And when you have lawyers like Nicki, and then you have a lady that's praying that she gets some free pro bono lawyer whiz to help her out, good luck to her. You know what I mean? But I think she's disgusting. Okay, this is where we are going to disagree. I believe that Montrez is a liar, because he said that his mother had some kind of a temperature name like Sunny. She's Sunny, he's Storm. He told this story, and when he told the story, he told it like he was born with that name. In Armand's famous drag, he dragged him for his mother naming him Storm. So the gag wasn't that we found out his real name. I think the gag was that he had this whole made-up world where he said, oh, my mother name is Storm because her name is Thunder and my father's name is Lightning. You know what I mean? I think that's what it was, when none of it was true. And I think that if I was coming over your house every day and I had a whole story behind my name, and I've been in around you and your family for years, and then you find out my name is something else, you're going to be like, dang, I've been around this girl. She told me that blah, blah, blah. So I think it's rightly so that, the thing with the name change about him was very dishonest. And I think he just was dishonest about the name that he was born with. But I think Montrez will be okay. He has 200,000 followers.
My thing is this:
So
I don't care about him changing his name. For me, that will only make me a shock value if he committed a crime. She wasn't his friend either. She was a YouTuber. I want to say this: I don't think Tasha K and Storm were friends. She did a YouTube thing. She was mentoring for YouTube for her own personal gain. They weren't friends. They wasn't husband and wife. They wasn't girlfriend and boyfriend. That to me is not a read at all. It's just really, really not. Who cares? People change it. I'm gonna change, get ready and change my name. Come over with a good story. Who cares? Like I think that he didn't lose no subscribers or nothing like that.
That's the same way. If he said, I named myself Storm because this is what it. He didn't even have to have no explanation. To be honest with you, if he just said my name's Storm and left it like that, then that's what it was. Then it would have been less of a read if they found out his real name. Da 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 da. He could have been, well, I never told y'all what my real name is. I don't know you people. It's just like Dravion. We're not mad that we know Dravion's real name, but it's not the fact that we know their real name. That's not a read. He was dishonest about it. Just like you're being dishonest because you like him.
No. For me, I'm just hold on one second. First of all, don't put words in my mouth. I'm saying that I don't care how you feel about it because I disagree. If he changed his name, let him change his name. Who gives a darn? He changed his name. Whoop-de-doo. He didn't commit no crime. It was no crime in his previous name. He wasn't running from the law. Who cares that he changed his name? I don't feel like that should matter that he changed his name from whatever. His name is Storm Monroe. It's a great name. It's iconic. He's doing great, successful things. He got 200,000 followers. He's making 6 figures a month on YouTube. He's doing incredible things. So I don't think that because he changed his name, that's like a read. It's not. It's a good thing. Who cares? And I personally don't care. I personally did not put it out there when she sent me the information because it was dumb in my humble opinion. I don't care if he changed his name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with Montrez. I really don't. My only issue was that they took it personal because they have a personal relationship. You don't.
They didn't really have a personal relationship like that. They was working. He wasn't even at our house like that. She mentored him for YouTube. They weren't in no marriage relationship. That is his legal name, Storm Monroe. That's the name that is his name. And we should honor that. And this is not a bad thing. I don't think nobody should be pressed about it. That's why I didn't really get no news like that because people don't care if he changed his name. But when people tried to paint him to commit a crime, hold on one second. When people tried to paint him to be a criminal, and we put it out there that was false, we put that out there. But who cares? He changed his name is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care that Montrez changed his name, and he said we could call him that on his channel. So I'm not being disrespectful. So I don't care if Montrez changed his name. I'm just saying that they find it shady. It's not shady to me. It's really low-level news, like you said. But when you feel somebody else's perspective, and it's funny how some people could lie and we could say, oh, it's okay, and other people lie and it's news. But anyway, I think Larry Reid got busted, and neither one of them are going to give Tasha the pleasure of beefing with each other. So I think that they're not going to go on their channel. Consciousness wasn't going to come on his channel crying like, oh, Larry Reid gave my address out. No, there's still such thing as putting up a good front. So even though you put up a good front and y'all claim that,
I talked to Larry about that, and he gave
her 2 fake addresses. He gave her 2, not 1.
They talked about that and stuff like that. For me, they already had a conversation, and he already told Conscious that he was going to do that. Both of them have said I don't think they would lie about it, but who cares? She did say she was going to sue Conscious and all this. She said she was going to sue me. I told her, do what you got to do. You can sue me all day long. Who cares? That does not bother me. I'm not shaking in my boots. Who gives a darn? It's civil. Just like she don't care. Just like she don't care that she got sued by Cardi B. You think we care if somebody sued from Tasha? Who cares? It's civil. It's civil court. That's nothing.
She still don't care. Yeah, I looked at her net worth because I was like, she's really like snickering about this $4 million. Does she really have it? Her excuse me, her net worth online, if it's true, it says she's only worth $2 million. So yeah, that $4 million, if she has to give it to Cardi B, is gonna hit her. It's not like she got $4 million stuck to the side. But then again, when her and Larry Reid were on live, Larry Reid said that he knows Tasha's gonna be okay. That's why they have insurance and other things like that in place for things just like this, and Tasha will be fine. So does she have to go in her bank account? Does she have to sell her house? Does she have to run to Africa? It makes for good commentary and a gag.
Well, she did move from her house. She did move, and moved to Florida
So
and renting our house.
people do that all the time that have
But
money.
Cardi B want to put a lien on the house, so it's she ain't scot free from this, ma'am. Like Cardi B just filed to put
She
a,
can
to put a
only
lien
put a
to put.
lien on the house if Tasha still owns it. And y'all
That's what I'm
saying that
saying.
he
No,
lost
what I'm
the house.
saying is you mentioned what
Tasha
I'm
said
saying.
he lost the
I
freehold.
said, listen what I'm saying. It's the Wiley Show. I said she moved that house to rent it out, and Cardi B want to put a lien on the house. Okay, so that's how that's going to play out in court, and they're playing it out in court that Cardi B is not playing that she want her money. So we're going to see how that's going to play out in the courts. At the end of the day, it's the judge's decision, it's the court's decision of what they're going to do with that. But as a fact, Cardi B did win, and she's now doing due process to get her money.
Well, she has to wait till the appeal is over. She can't do anything till then.
Well,
So
if
we'll
the
see
judge,
how
if the
this
judge, that's
turns out.
only,
And
that's
if
only,
Tasha
that's
loses
on.
the
Hold on one
appeal,
second. That's
then she
only
will have
if,
to pay.
that's
But
only
right
if, that's
now,
only. Hold on one
she can't do
second. Hold on
nothing.
one
She's
second.
not gonna get a
Okay, give me
dime.
1 second. I gotta. Okay, thank you so much for calling in. Okay, that's only one. That's only if the judge say, well, no, she can recoup her money. She don't have to wait until the appeal. The judge can also order that. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. Let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Is it me? Wally?
Yes, it is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's me, Hank. Y'all, I'm gonna be anonymous on this month because YouTube streets is dangerous, honey. I don't want you to give the last nothing, and then people be putting in the first three in the air code. Honey, I ain't about to play with you YouTube people out here on these streets because y'all's dangerous. I want to give a shout out to all the mods in the room, the fellow producers. Hey, Shantae. Hey, Deborah. Hey, y'all. But I just want to tell y'all gotta tread. It's not thread. It's tread carefully. Whoever said thread, it's tread carefully on these YouTube streets, y'all. Because let me tell you something, Wiley, you as well. I'm gonna tell y'all. I have no dog in any fight. No dog in any fight with what y'all got going on how y'all getting y'all money. Because at the end of the day, y'all trying to get y'all bag. But these fake alliances and fake loyalty, that shit gonna back. It's gonna backfire on a few people. So y'all really probably need to separate yourselves from some of this YouTube shit. For real.
Language. Hold on. I don't. For me, it doesn't matter. I can only speak for me. We do our content. That's what we do. You don't see me linking up with these people, taking pictures with these people, going to their house, eat Thanksgiving food. No. With our show, we just do commentary. I can't speak for other shows, but we just do commentary. I do like Larry Reid. I think Larry Reid can potentially be a great mentor because not only he's a spiritual mentor, he could be a great mentor. He's a good guy, and I've been knowing Larry Reid since he's been doing music. He's just a really, really good guy. I believe Storm Monroe is a really, 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 really good guy. I think the men get along more better than the women. When that's just my humble opinion.
Okay,
but me humbly speaking, I feel like that, what Larry was saying, and I agree, he won't be able to get on television being connected with this YouTube mess because he did not get on, what was the show? I'm so sorry. The show that he was on BET Plus. It was a gospel show. I can't think of it right now. Kingdom Business. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, Kingdom Business. So he got on there because he was doing celebrity gossip and also talking about the preachers and talking about the gospel artists, right? But he changed his content up once he got lawsuits because the old Larry Reid would expose pastors that are sleeping with members and all of that. But Bishop E. Dewey Smith sued him, and other pastors came against him and sued him. And so now he just talk about what's public. But the old Larry Reid will actually expose pastors that's actually sleeping with their members while they marry.
Oh, so the doers don't like to get done when it's done to them.
So Larry Reid changed. He did a whole 180 on his content. He only talks about what's public, but the old Larry Reid, a member can from such and such church can reach out to Larry Reid, say, "Hey, I'm in a sex relationship with Bishop so and so. Here's the receipts," and he interview them. But he don't really do that anymore. He just talk about celebrity gossip and talk. And he also talk about church stuff, but it must be public. But the old Larry Reid wasn't like that. But he changed once he got them lawsuits.
But see, the thing is, Wiley, he's still getting caught up in all this he say, she say all this, gossiping. Yet is that still, a man, something, a man of the cloud?
Well, for me, he's
the gospel
he's
would
a
do?
he's a commentator. He's a commentator, and so his business is internet. So he does go on Khan's TV show because Khan just had his back when he was getting accused of sleeping with underage teenagers. Do you remember that? And so it was a YouTuber by the name of Daryl Moore put that out there, and he was telling people to unsubscribe, and over 1,500 people, 2,000 people unsubscribed from him from Patreon. And in fact, he lost like $60,000 and lost revenue because of the allegations came up. And he sued Daryl Moore in federal defamation court. And the man that said that Larry Reid did that, they threw him under the bus and it bankrupted Daryl Moore. And now the man can't even get 100 people in his chat. Like he destroyed him.
Wow. So he's on a damage control circuit.
Yes.
Okay. See. Well. QB. This is my CC. I ain't letting y'all know nothing about me. Y'all ain't gonna be doxing me and putting me out there. Oh, and also I want to talk about Tim Norman. I'm glad he's found guilty on that part. And as far as Nicki Minaj, people do stuff in their past, and it should come up. Oh, I'm sorry, STH come up. How do you spell it? Stuff comes up, and you just have to be careful. Hey, Tasha T, just have to be careful what you do. If you don't want to, anything to come up about you, just don't do it, or simply just keep your business on the low. I mean, people are going to talk, people are going to find out stuff, so you're not immune or hidden from, being revealed. I mean, and as far as Cardi B, she should have gotten some time. I believe that. And I have no dog in the fight between Tasha K and Cardi B, but I will stand with Tasha K on this for only one principle, but one basic principle is that, Tasha K, where she confuses me at, and when she comes for us. I mean, when I say us, I mean us down here on the lower of this, this pyramid. We're on the bottom. When she comes for one of us like ourselves, her, us, whatever, she's messing with the people, the diaspora that, we're struggling as it is, we're trying to get it, we're trying to, make things happen. And you're constantly keeping, mess up between others and bringing up things that people have, confided in you. I think that you should have a little, bit of loyalty to somebody, and and be a good friend to somebody. People want to talk, but it's things like this that people don't feel like they can talk to anybody. Now, it's just really hard to make people just want to trust people and to build a bond with people, because you never know. You do something, say something, and they're going to tell all your business. They're going to embarrass you.
Thank you.
And that's just a fact of life. But when you mess with the people at diaspora, we have to do better, people. The Cardi B's and all these people, all these multi-million, these platforms that are bigger than us, that we can ever imagine. Let them, let the dead bury the dead. Let them folks fight. But we need to leave them people alone, mind our business, and get our money up, get our businesses up, get our families together. And I think that we'll do better, as a people, instead of being so messy. But I love it, though.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, damn. I hung up on somebody. Call back in, 586. 3583, calling you on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're live on the Wiley Show.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing all right.
I'm calling to give commentary on the Nicki Minaj situation.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj has never said that she's done coke in neither song that she has put out. Never. Now, Percocet, yes, but you said it like it's. The lady said she did drugs. The lady said it's specific drugs. She said that Nicki Minaj was on coke. And Nicki Minaj didn't know nothing about Nosy Hoes until her fans came and told her. She got it on Twitter. It's right there all over Twitter, her saying that the lady wasn't in the lawsuit, but she is now. So it wasn't about the Johnson Hugh interview either.
Okay. That's what you're saying?
Okay, and that's what happened. Yes, that's
I do want to say shout out to Nosy Hill attorney that they say that she is represented by a high profile attorney that represents celebrity clients. So we definitely going to share that So give me a second. Y'all sharing in the DM. So can y'all send me that DM again so I can see it? But they were saying that Nosy Hill is represented. I don't know if it's pro bono, but they said she is represented by a high profile attorney.
Before, but I don't think she's gonna win. And I felt real offended when you were saying something about people staying up all night too. But I stay up all night. I ain't on no damn coke though.
I was just giving my opinion, so thank you so very much.
You too. Good night. You have a good one.
All right, too. You have a good one. All right. We going to the next caller. Hold on, let me see that caller call back in. Oh, they ain't call back in because I hung up on him by accident. All right. 5878 caller, you on air. 5878. 5878.
Hello.
You live on air.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Okay, so I want to first speak on Tim Norman. I followed this case. I followed the people that have followed this case, and I'm glad that they said he was guilty on all charges. When the jury went out and was out a half a day and then another day and a half a day, I was like, please, Lord, do not let him get off on this. So I'm happy that they found him guilty. And for anybody that's following a court case, you can always pull up the records because they're public. So I'm happy on that. Want to speak on Tasha K and the Larry Reid situation. I found Tasha K on a mishap when I first started following YouTube. Even when I was on YouTube, Wally, I found you when you was in the B sector. And I've always followed you. But then when Tasha K, Storm Rowe, 7 Stars, and all of y'all are intertwining, I'm like, okay, Wally is great. Love you. Sometimes you be with the mess and be putting on the mess. Tasha K and this Larry Reid and this Conscious TV and this Storm Rowe mess, it could have ended if she said, Storm, I put you in this situation. I was wrong. But the narcissist in her is like, I gotta make myself look so great. And she left him out there to burn. And she didn't think nobody, whether it was Wally, whether it was Conscious TV, and not even Larry, because he ain't even spoke up about Storm. He spoke up about his truth. She left him out there to burn. And when she found out that that didn't work, she came for everybody else. Conscious TV, Wiley,
Okay.
Larry Reid.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Hello?
Get your last point, and then I'm going to go to the next caller.
Okay. So the next thing about Nicki Minaj, everybody is all up in the uproar because she's finally speaking out on her truth. If you know anything about Nicki, you can go out and find it. Cardi B is a person that is not black, but she loves to use the Negro word. She called black women roaches. I hope your black baby die. And I'm just not understanding how she don't get the same treatment as Nicki Minaj.
All
and
right.
it's history.
Thank you.
You can go find it.
All right. Thank you.
She should be in jail.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you. Oh, wow. Because good God. 7136.
Oh, hi, Wiley. I had to crack up laughing my own self. Oh, Jesus. I want to first start off with Storm name, because you had a caller about 4 or 5 back. Who cares about that man's name? Half of the people on the internet is on there with a bogus name. So what difference do it make? Gosh. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to go a little bit further back with Tasha K and Cardi B. When Tasha K then went to court and Cardi B had to submit her medical record, I'm just curious to how recent was the medical record, because to really get some really good data, they should have went way back, requested way back before she was famous into her medical records. She probably would have gotten more of what she was looking for, because when you go deep back toward the beginning of her records, not, oh, you go to the doctor today and oh, it came back clean. No, go back to before she was famous, those medical records. Now, that's number one. I think she would have maybe lucked up somewhere if she had something. 2, she need a new lawyer, because Olga, I wouldn't bet nothing on her. I just don't care. Larry referred or not. No. And if she has the same judge that, if Cardi went to the same judge that she just went her case with, it might be all bad for Tasha, because it seemed like that judge was just not fair 100%. He was swaying more on Cardi B side. So if that appeal is going to that same judge, let's cross your fingers for TK, because I don't think she's going to have a good day. Now, as far as Nicki Minaj, that's just a mess. I just think that Nosy Ho, she did go way, way too far, and I think it's how she delivered it as well, too, because she sounds real aggressive, maybe passionate, but it just seems, like an angry Black woman. And I can see her side, though, because if it's in the root, it's in the fruit. So I understand where she was coming from. I just feel like it was her delivery was just intended to be really, mean. And yeah, that's about it, though, Wiley.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let me see if that caller called back, because I hung up on somebody. Okay, they called back in. 9847, calling you on the air. 9847, 9847, 9847, 9847, 9847. Okay, you're not ready. I don't know why people call in and don't be ready. Okay, 2741. 2741. 2741.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you mute me in the back?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, hey, yeah. How you doing?
Doing good.
All right. Calling to talk about the lawsuit. I'm at the lawsuits that's going on with the YouTubers and everything. I don't think people really realize like the magnitude of that, and especially at a certain age. Running around getting a lawsuit from gossiping and becoming manic on one subject is crazy. Why? Because everything you get, you won't own nothing. You hear me? You won't never own nothing, because now you owe them. They kind of like the IRS. Tasha, she won't own nothing. If whatever she does, that's why she running and hiding. You hear me? Because why would you? It's really not worth it. So now it's like now it's like she's working for Cardi. And also with the other lawsuits with the $20 million, like that, it's not worth it. You get a subject. I'm not saying you. That's why I like you, Wiley. You have a balance. You don't become just so fixated on one subject. You even it out. But some like with that $20 million with that pastor, that was manic. That one was going not Larry Reid sweet self, but the other one. He was just going nuts. So you got to find a balance. Don't become too wrapped up into the stuff into where you working for these people now, because you'll never acquire nothing. Why? Because that's why if you really go and try and get a house loan or anything dealing with big money, they ask you on the application, do you have any liens or judgments? They ask you that before a reason, because we know you'll never own this. If we loan you this just gonna go to this person. You'll never pay us back. So that's not cool. Chill out with the lawsuits and I'll get a suit and sue me. No. That's why Nosy Ho over there looking. She's scared. She's scared. You can read it all over her face. Now Tasha K, she gonna ride out. Her pride won't let her be. She probably can't even sleep at night. Because how do you I'm all over the place right now. I've been drinking. But how do you uproot your teenage daughter from an American lifestyle to where she know her peers to over here? No, listen to me. A teenage girl, ladies, y'all feel me? When you a teenager, these are important years of your life when you getting your friends and stuff. But no, I gotta uproot, leave all my friends and possibly my little crush to go to Africa to follow my mom because she couldn't shut up about Cardi B, an artist I like. Ain't that something?
I agree. For me,
right? So you want to talk about motherhood? You're not being a good mother, Tasha, because you done took your teenage daughter. Well, I don't know how old she is. She might be a preteen, whatever. But you took her at this vulnerable age, where a girl, it's the awkward age for a girl at this time, and you done took her from where they speaking purity hood language like me right now, because I done been drinking, honey. But now you done took her over there to where they could be talking about her and she don't even know it. And you hollering about private school and the air cleaner. Get it together. And this all come from a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I agree.
Yeah, so y'all when I say y'all, I'm not speaking to you. This is a blanket statement. Like, be careful. Don't get too caught up. Don't get too caught up. Like, it's not really worth it. It's like people going out sad because, even though a person don't have the money to pay, everything you get, they are gonna take. So even with John, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even said that. I'm sorry. But that he should be the main example because he was going in on that pastor. Leave that dude alone. If he doing what he do, go ahead,
I'll feel you on that.
Oh, and one more thing I want to say.
This is the last point, and I'm going to my next caller. Go ahead.
Okay, last point is, why is he a closeted gay? Why is Larry Reid a closeted gay? How you gonna say you like getting your thing did up and you do other people thing up, but you don't consider yourself gay? Why not? But you such a gay advocate. I don't understand that either. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
All right, thank you, because you just didn't put words in Larry Reid mouth. No, Larry Reid did not say that. He said that he had experienced that in his past when he was violated as a child. And so I just want to make that clear. Y'all missing that point. Y'all do know it's boys out here that get violated, just like it's little girls out here that get violated. I think people missed that point. He was I can't say the word because of the algorithm, but he was M-word as a teenager. All right. 5560 caller, you're live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, so I first wanted to address the Nicki Minaj situation. I think that this is honestly just Nicki getting back at Nosy Ho for that Jennifer interview, because no one on the internet was, seriously like talking about that. And Nosy was the one who really kind of like, created the significant chatter about it. And unfortunately, she was, too amped up during, one of her like shows or whatever the case may be, and said a little too much, and she got a little too comfortable and unfortunately played herself. But I do, and the reason why I say that Nicki was just, retaliating for the Jennifer interview is because Nosy Ho is not some like, huge blogger on YouTube or Twitter. Like, yeah, she has a cute following, but like, let's be for real here. It's not like she has a lovely tea type following where, if she posts something, like people are actually going to really see it and believe it and, reshare it significantly. Like it was very strategic. And one, I think Nicki, like the whole situation, like she just played herself as well. I have no idea why someone who is in her position would even marry, or I don't know if they're officially married, but would get with someone with the background that her husband or whatever he is to her has. And the fact that she really had his child is beyond me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I think she's having some mental breakdown, even when you look at her. I don't know if it's a mental breakdown or a midlife crisis, but she can't accept the fact that she's getting older. It's a lot going on there. And this is someone who grew up as, a Nicki fan. I'm from New York, so like she's huge. In terms of the Cardi B situation, honestly, she of course got, a slap on the wrist. I feel like, I don't know if I am into like jail time. I don't know, maybe like house arrest. But she should have received a harsher punishment because she literally orchestrated an attack on someone. So that whole 15-day community service, she's already on this kind of like community service PR run, which I am convinced that her team kind of got a head start on, just so it wouldn't seem like, oh, she's giving back to the community solely because of this sentence. So I think that was strategic on her end. It's a mess. I think Tasha K, that's a mess too. Like, I don't know if people dig their own grave and then like are just too proud to admit like, yo, I messed up. It's crazy. I think everybody you spoke about tonight are all mentally ill and need serious like counseling, because people are just crazy, and I don't know. It's a mess.
All right.
And that's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you. All right. We're going to go to the next caller. Be patient, people. All right. 6268 caller, I'm sorry. 6268 caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Wiley. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, this is the deal. I'm first going to talk about Miss Nicki. Okay, the drugs that she says she uses in her records have the same chemicals as cocaine. So that's exactly where Nosy Ho lawyer is going to. It's a opium just like cocaine. The same thing, same effect, same ingredient. So whether Nosy Ho called it cocaine, opiates is still going to be found in her, because that's what those pills are. As far as Ms. Robbie is concerned, and Tim, Ms. Robbie is going to be liable for a wrongful death lawsuit, because the only reason why her grandson came back was to prove to her that he did not rob her, a test that could have been done in his town. It's too speculative how she lured her son back, insisting her grandson come back. You understand? When a lie detector test with her rich ass could have had that done where that boy was. Why did you insist on him coming back? Was you so mad about $250,000 you wanted to kill him? Also, so like, whether this woman, everybody want to say how much she loved Andre. You understand? And I really have believed that also. But we got to stop being brainwashed and fooled. You understand? We got to stop being fooled, because the reason why I say she's going to be 100% liable for this wrongful death lawsuit, she's supporting the killer. She's supporting the killer. She says, oh, he's not convicted yet. Her whole attitude, her whole situation about this. When this boy texted her and begged her and told her the very person that killed him was after him, she's going to be 100% liable for that lawsuit. As far as Mr. Reid is concerned, that's my beautiful king mentor. So with that note, I shut the F up when it comes down to him, because baby, I can't tell my side of the story. I can't. He'll never allow me back on his panel. So I always give him that respect. That's his mentor, CTV mentor. I don't play with that.
Now, the thing I want to say about this, and I want to interject and say this. I think that Conscious should not say this is my boo or something like that. Play games with that. This is my mentor. Keep it like that. Because even though Larry Reid said that's cool, but it won't be cool if I get in a relationship. But that can kind of tarnish a relationship. Because I don't think a woman will want to date a man that said, well, this is my boo and that's another man. No, let's keep it professional. This is my mentor. Because when you play games like that, then that leads Tasha K to say, well, this is Larry Reid got an alleged boo. Tasha K, Larry Reid got a alleged boo, and his alleged boo is Conscious. You give her ammunition. So if I were Conscious, I would say this is my mentor. I don't play games. I always say I love Dr. Larry D. Reid. I don't make any type of joke saying that he's attractive. I want to be with him. No, I keep it strictly professional, and that's what he needs to do with Dr. Larry D. Reid.
I will not speak on Mr. Larry Reid. If I ain't got nothing good to say, I'm not going to say nothing at all. Let me go down to Nosy Ho. Nosy Ho needs to be off the internet for her own sake, for her safety, because she keeps doing too much. YouTube should take her off for the accusations that she's saying about this lady's son. And where Nicki needs to go with this, she needs to sue for damages for her son's future. Like, this might affect her son mentally. But where she's trying to take this little thing in the court, she needs to be suing on the behalf of her son. That's what I would do. I wouldn't even be trying to bring anybody in on drugs and like she did that damn live, doing all that shit. Come on, man. It was too despicable. Like, she thought she was so cute she was going to get away with that. Really. Come on, you look at too you're sniffing something. Okay.
All right, thank you.
No,
all right, your last point, and I'm going to go to the next caller. Get your last point.
My last point. Hold on, because I had to take some notes because you have people.
Get your last point, because I got to go now because we've been on here too long now. Get your last point, because I'm going to get these last three callers on your last point.
Okay, my last point is I need Andre's mother to totally make a wrongful death lawsuit against Miss Robbie. She's 100% responsible for that child's death, because the only reason why he came was to prove his love to his grandmother. So he got killed trying to prove his love, and for that she needs to be sued.
All right,
that's
thank
my
you.
Last.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. When you have smoke detectors, I got to get you off. I can't stand people that got smoke detectors going off. Beep, get that fixed. Put a berry in that smoke detector. Next caller, 3197.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
A lot of the callers before made points like Miss Barbara, and I think that lady, I agree with what she said about, like, YouTubers, I think they should talk about the news, get your Kiki, get your coin, and keep it moving. Like, some of these YouTubers, they do go too far, like King Jives, what he did with that Bishop. He was he was talking about the man's ring and just, he was just taking it too far. And if you got to get a GoFundMe or you got to, I guess try to pull up the money, a pro bono lawyer, like no joke, talking about she going in there with a pro bono lawyer, like girl, stick to the facts and just get your kiki and coins and keep it moving. As far as Larry, did you say something?
No, her lawyer is Bobby. How to pronounce his last name? Samini. She have a good lawyer. Like he's a good lawyer. So maybe he don't like Nicki, or maybe he want to use this as publicity for his law firm. Like I don't know if he's really going to be 100% on Nosy side, but she do have a good lawyer. That lawyer ain't no joke.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to see that. I didn't know who her lawyer was, but anywho, talking about Larry Reid, I feel like, first of all, I just feel like, Tasha, I'm not a fan. And I do think that, she crossed the line when she talked about like her and, things that her and Larry talked about offline. However, I think Larry has done that, like, with his baby mama, he exposed her and everything. He was like, that's the price of being in his life. So I think maybe there's a lesson there for him. But he did say to Tasha that he had peen in his mouth, and this was beyond like his violation, that this was something like that he wanted to do. He also was like on the live, he was very ambiguous about his sexuality. He said he doesn't identify as gay, but he didn't say what he identified as. He didn't say whether it was heterosexual or bisexual or whatever. So I don't think that makes Tasha a liar or a homophobe. I just think that, he misclassified what his sexuality is. He told her, he said, stop telling people that I'm gay. So he didn't necessarily tell her not to say, not to talk about his sexuality is what I'm saying. So he just told her, he was like, stop telling people that. When Tasha got on the live, she said, I've been windmilling and fighting for Larry, but he told me to stop telling people that he's gay. And, I did tell him, say, hey, you were violated, that doesn't make you gay. And he told her whatever his sexual acts that he's performed. So I just think, it's just kind of a miscommunication there. I don't think that makes her a liar. And even for me to defend her is hard. But I just think in this situation, Larry says that being ambiguous with his sexuality is a part of his brand. So that does open him up for people to interpret whatever it is that they want to interpret him as. And so why would you then get mad with Tasha if you want those kind of conversations and that's a part of your brand? So I just don't understand that, and I feel like that if you want to close the gap on that, then say whatever you are. I feel like, if he likes men and women, then that makes him bisexual. But if he's now heterosexual, whatever, he should just be very clear if he doesn't want those kinds of conversations. As far as Storm, I feel like that caller who was calling Storm like Montrez, I just don't understand why someone would call someone. Storm's name is legally Storm. So why are you calling him something that is not his name? And even if it wasn't like legally, if someone tells you, hey, I want to be Brenda, why are you going to call them Sally, and just constantly calling them another name when they're saying this is who I am? So I think that it is disrespectful. Call him by the name that he wants to be called. So that's all I had to say. Thanks.
I agree. Thank you. I agree.
Okay.
Thank you so very much. I agree. That's a good point. All right. 4566, calling you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley. I know I was gonna make it on here. So, okay. I just wanted to say that Cardi B situation is over. She's giving too much life to Tasha K. She's giving Tasha K way more life than she ever should have had. And it's starting to show. Nobody's making any good music, Cardi B or Nicki. Everybody's just sitting up arguing and suing people. And I had to listen to Gloria this summer. The summer was terrible. It was no good music going on. And I don't know. That's all I want to say. And I just want to wish you health and wealth in this entertainment stuff you got going on with these people.
Thank you. I thank you so very much for
Oh.
the support. Thank you so very much. You was real fast. Well, we thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She came in. Bop, bop, bop. 8226 calling you live on air.
So I want to say that Nicki is allowed to have a baby and like whoever she wants to like, just like how some of y'all have babies by men who don't even take care of your first baby, and you have multiple babies by them, knowing that they are deadbeats. Tasha K. Hey, Tasha K is the queen of whatever the fuck she do on
Language.
Instagram.
Come on, we don't do no
Twitter.
cussing.
She's the F of whatever she do on social media. She blah, 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 blah. She's a troll, just like you are. Sometimes you like Nicki. Sometimes
I
you
am
don't.
a commentator. And so if I'm a troll, Fox News is a troll. If I'm a troll, CNN is a troll. If I'm a troll, MSNBC a troll. I am a commentator. I'm a commentator.
You are a troll.
I'm a commentator, ma'am. I am a commentator, ma'am. I'm a commentator. That does not make me a troll because sometimes I like Nicki and sometimes I like Cardi. I am a commentator. I am a commentator. I just have hold on. You saying so ho. I am a commentator. If I'm a troll, Terry Hall's a troll.
You copy tweets, Wiley.
Okay, I gotta let you go. Okay, I gotta let you go. Okay, I gotta let you go. Because here you are talking about tweets. You call me a troll. Like, come on now. What are you calling it to the Wiley Show?
I called to tell the truth. I called to tell the truth.
I don't care what you say. I'm a commentator. Ma'am, I'm a commentator. It is what it is.
Sir.
Is it against? Can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this? Is it against? I'm gonna ask you a question. I gotta put you on mute because it's the Wiley Show. Is it against the law to copy a tweet? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So what I'm doing is legal. So you saying that ain't a read. Who cares? It's mainstream. Give me a second. Let me explain something to you. I want to go to all of these blogs. Give me one second. Give me 1 second because you are a my supporter. You are our my Wigan supporter. Who cares? But the Shade Room Ball Alert, all they does is hold on once. I gotta put you on mute because you can't interrupt me. I'm sorry. You can interrupt your mama, but you can't interrupt me. They copy and paste stuff. So me copying and pasting a tweet is not illegal. And I will continue to do so.
And that's fine. But guess what that means?
It does not mean I can copy and paste. That does not make me a troll. You can't just because you're trying to call me a troll. I don't believe it. I reject that. I am a commentator, and if you don't like it, it's my opinion. You can call into Armand Wiggins show. You don't have to call into this show.
I cannot stand Armand. I don't.
Well then, I believe that you are his supporter, and you should call into his show. So why are you stalking my tweets because I'm copying a tweet? Who cares?
No, that's not true. I'm not stalking your tweets.
You are stalking my tweets. How do you know this? You're stalking my tweets. You're stalking my tweets.
I'm not stalking your Twitter. I love you.
You don't love me. No, you don't. You don't even donate. So you don't love me. Stop with that fake. Stop with that false love. You don't even donate to the channel. So I don't feel your love. I don't feel your love at all.
Your attitude tonight is horrible.
It doesn't matter because it's the Wiley Show. My attitude could be whatever because it's the Wiley Show.
No, your attitude.
If you don't like it, you can go to another show. I'm sorry. You can go to another show if you don't like my attitude.
I'll come back to you when you're funny.
Okay, I've been funny.
Now you're irritated.
Okay, I gotta let you go. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you so very much for calling. I gotta let you go because you said that I was a troll, and I'm not a troll.
I'm not a troll.
Well, you called me a troll, so you are a troll.
No, I say you're acting like a troll.
Well, you're acting like a troll.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It's funny. It's funny because everything I'm saying is the truth.
Everything you said is not the truth. Just because you say it does not make it the truth.
No, it is the truth because it's factual.
It's not factual. That's your opinion. That ain't facts. That's your opinion.
No, anything that I have proof of is a fact.
I don't care what you think that you have proof of, but what's your other point that you want to make before I go to the other caller? What's your other point that you want to make?
No, my point is this. Tonight you're not being very nice. You don't have
That does not matter. I worked a full-time job. Worked hard, been on my feet for over 16 hours. It is what it is, man. I'm a hard-working black man. Every day it's not gonna be all peaches and cream. Some days it's gonna be some good days. Some days it's gonna be some bad days. It is what it is. You're here for entertainment, man. You're mad because you called me a troll, and I say I'm not a troll. And when I disagree with you, and hold on one second, when I disagree with you, you're mad and you said I'm not having a good day. I disagree with you. I am a commentator. You call me a troll again, I gotta go to the next caller. Go ahead, man. What's your statement?
You're not. I don't have to. What did Nicki Minaj? You're being an idiot right now.
Okay, I gotta let you go. You insulted me. Next caller, 4334. Caller, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, now come on, Wiley. Don't let these people get to you. You know we love
These people not get to it. I'm just sitting down having dialogue.
Look, Wiley. Well, you know we love you.
I love you too.
And yeah,
I love my subscribers. I love them.
Yes, and we love the trolls, so it's all good. I actually missed the show.
Oh, you
so
did.
Definitely replay.
Yeah, catch the replay.
Replay gang, but I just had to call in and just I just want to congratulate you almost at 30,000.
Thank you.
Being consistent and being a hardworking man, like you said, you work a job, you on your feet, and then you come and entertain us, and you don't have to do that.
Thank you, man.
So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciation.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All. Thank you so very much for the support.
From Inglewood, Chicago.
You know I gotta go and visit Inglewood. I hope you vote for Jamal Green for mayor, and I need you to sign his signature.
Yeah.
Go and I need you to go to his office and say, Wiley, tell him Marquise Wiley sent you, because I want you to support him. He would be good for mayor.
I just started following him on Instagram.
Oh wow,
and
really?
He's doing a lot of good stuff.
Yes, he did the free car wash. He got a good plan for bringing down the crime, a good plan of home ownership. He actually helped a lot of families become home owners and to fix their credit. So he's doing great things. For him to be young, I've been following him for years, and he have always been good for the community. So I think he would be a good mayor. I mean, he would be way better than Lori Lightfoot, because she got to go.
Yeah, we need some new blood. We need some new blood in here. So definitely, no, I'm following him. And yeah, I love it. I love to see black people starting to own homes and fixing their credit. So, But anyway, thank you, Wiley.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you. I just want to play. You can't call in to insult the host. You can't call in to Ramon Wiggins and insult him. He will cuss you out and block you. You can't call in and insult Tasha K. She will block you and cuss you out. So you can't insult Wiley. I am not an idiot. I'm a commentator. I am an intelligent African-American Democrat. Is I'm a Democrat? I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent. So I got to stop saying I'm a Democrat. I got to stop saying I'm a Democrat, because I'm not a registered Democrat. I am a registered independent. All right. I'm not even a Republican. I'm a registered independent. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm an independent. I'm an independent. Yes, I'm independent. All right. Okay. Okay. Before I go, I do want to play Jamal Green. He did talk about the law that they were talking about in Illinois. So I do want to play his clip, but we got two more callers in here. I do want to get them on before we play Jamal Green. 6268, caller, you're live on the air.
Yes, Wally. Sorry about my smoke alarms. And thank you. Everybody change your smoke alarms. But listen, I had to call back because, first of all, that judgment that Tasha K got in that racist ass court is bullshit. I mean, I know.
Language.
Sorry about the word. But okay, yeah, I would never use that language again. But check this out. With her own words, now that Miss Thing is shown that she's a little killer, you understand? That her lawyer just got to use Cardi B's own words to win Tasha K appeal. You understand? Her own words. What she does to men in a hotel, drug them. Her own words. Getting convicted, beating up people and everything. All she needs is a good lawyer this time and use a collage of everything Cardi B has done and said. Because, see, that Illuminati dressed Cardi B up to be a Taylor Smith, and that she's not. And these white folks and whoever is on these 12 jurors don't know what that thing truly is. But now they do. Now they know she a little killer that put hits out on people. Now they know what kind of character she is. So that's what I had to call back and say, because this smoke alarm situation, you're right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All
right, thank you so very much. I'm just saying, because I remember about the smoke detector. It was a case where the family didn't know, they couldn't even, the smoke didn't have any batteries. So make sure you guys make sure you all put a battery in your smoke detectors for safety reasons, for safety. So I want you all to be safe. So make sure you put a battery in your smoke detector. Go to Walmart. And if you live in a building, you have a maintenance department. If you have a good maintenance department, you could just call your maintenance office and say, hey, I need a battery in my smoke detector. Let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello, Wiley.
Hi.
Wiley, let me tell you something. Like, these people are crazy. Like, I never see this. I don't even watch the TV like that, Wiley, unless I'm watching the news, because I have to be up on the news. But these people on YouTube have lost their mind, Wiley. First of all, Tasha K should pay Cardi B her money. Tasha K, you wrote the check, cash it. Cardi B is not going to stop coming after you, girl. And Wiley, I don't care what she just say. She can run anywhere she wants to in the world. You're going to have to pay that woman her money, girl. So, Tasha K is entertaining, so she's making money off of it. Unlike Nosy Ho, Wiley, that lawsuit from Nicki Minaj is not going to give Nosy Ho the attention she thinks she's going to have. She's not Tasha K. See, that's the thing about it. Girl, you up here still running your mouth about this woman. All you're going to do is dig yourself in a deeper hole. And Wiley, let me tell you something. I meant to tell you this the other day, but I should have recorded it because this was a mess. This is why. This Nicki Minaj and Nosy Ho thing, Wiley, there's something to this. And this is why I think this girl is in real trouble. Remember that girl that called when you did a show about Black Sea Blog and Cardi B, and it was this girl that called in and she was name calling Black Sea Blog. It was just a very weird woman, and she called in at the beginning of your show and she was like over talking you or whatever. Well, the other day, Wiley, this girl was on Station Head. Wiley, she went the same day that Nicki Minaj filed that lawsuit on Nosy Ho. This girl, Wiley, she was on Station Head going crazy. She was like cussing, and it seemed like she had some kind of connection to Cardi B or some kind of relationship with Cardi B. And she was like that. Somebody tried to throw her under the bus, and she really wanted to say exactly what it is, but it sounded like Nosy Ho probably tried to put her in the mess with Nicki Minaj by mentioning Cardi B. And if you read that lawsuit, it says that Nosy Ho is a puppet for somebody. So people is assuming it's Cardi B or whatever, but this is gonna get real interesting. This one right here is totally different from Tasha K and Cardi B. It's gonna get interesting because this is gonna reveal some stuff. I think Nosy Ho should stop. Girl, just stop. You don't have the money like Tasha K. You don't have the platform like Tasha K. You need to stop letting those subscribers gas you up thinking that you're gonna win this case because, girl, that lady is gonna take everything you got. I don't care what kind of lawyer she got. She don't have Nicki Minaj money, Wiley, and she don't have her lawyer They are going to ruin her. She need to stop. And my thing about it is, where's Jennifer Ho? Is Jennifer Ho going to help you, girl, with attorney fees? Where's Jennifer Ho attorney? He should be representing you for free. So you up here advocating for women and for, for our victims. Where is the help, girl? So you just on YouTube running your mouth. I guess you're going to need to make all the money you need. But at the end of the day, girl, you should either shut up and stop. But Wiley, anyway, so KB, stop talking about these, lying on these celebrities. But this Conscious TV, Larry Reid, Tasha K. Wiley, Tasha K is so funny. Well, Larry Reid, first of all, this Conscious TV, Wiley, they said that Larry Reid bought her a car and him a car and all kind of stuff. Wiley, the other day on a live, this man, he was like, Larry Reid bought me a laptop. So, like, Larry Reid, it do seem like Larry Reid is buying things for this creator, because he was so excited that Larry Reid sent him the new iPad laptop or whatever, the iMac. And it was on YouTube just jumping for joy. So Wiley, I don't know. It do look a little weird, but Larry Reid, I mean, you are a minister. You need to be honest with the people if there's something to be honest about. And Wiley, I don't think Armand Wiggins and his best friends are friends anymore. Did you see how Armand Wiggins was referring to him in that live? So I don't think they're friends no more, Wiley. So I mean, that's something you probably want to look into, because it's mighty funny that Tasha K just seemed like she came in and ruined everybody's friendship. Tasha K is an agent of chaos, people, and y'all need to understand that woman is amok. Pay Cardi B your money and just get over with it. But Cardi B is keeping her out in the limelight, Wiley, so she's not going to pay her, not anytime soon. But Wiley, that's all I got to say. These people on YouTube are crazy, they're entertaining, and nosy hoe girl, shut up. Well, good night, Wiley.
Good night. Thank you so very much for calling in. Also, too, I do want to play this clip from Jamal Green. He did explain about the law that they passed to take away cash bail in Illinois. I do want to play this, so give me a second, you guys. Want to play it? Where is it at? Do we have that? Oh, here we go.
These people lie to y'all. All of this is a lie. All of the things that they have been saying about the Safety Act is a lie. This is not a purge law where everyone can just get out of jail after they commit a second-degree murder. Let's be serious here. The Safety Act just says that they're eliminating cash bail. So that means that people who usually wouldn't be able to afford to get out of jail would not have to pay their way to get out, but they will have to go to a hearing to see if they're a danger to society. So if you commit second-degree murder and they have evidence to show that, then you will stay in jail pending your trial. And if you are not a flight risk or a danger to society, then they will let you out pending your trial. These Republicans got these lies spreading all over social media. Please let people know that all of this is bullshit.
All right. So that's what he said right then and there. Cash bail has done way more harm than good. Been reporting for years. Absolutely. And I forgot the man's name. I'm so bad with names, but it was a young man that was he was in jail in New York. I forgot what they called the jail in New York. Bear with me, God. I've been up all day. And he didn't even go to trial. He's been sitting in jail for years, waiting to go to trial. And he committed the S word because he was in jail. He was in solitary confinement and all that. So I do think they need to go away with cash bail, and I do believe that they should have a hearing to prove that if you're a danger or not. If you're not a danger, then you should get electronic monitoring and stuff like that. Khalif brother. All right. I don't know how to pronounce the man's name, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna pin that comment. Thank you so very much. That was that story. And I saw that documentary and it was so sad, man. It was just so sad. Just so sad. Rikers Island. He was on Rikers Island. Thank you. So they do need to go away with cash bail. I don't think they would ever do that in Texas, but this is a red state. So I don't think they would do that in Texas unless we get Beto Rivera, whatever his name is, to get him as the new governor. Democrats made this law on January 1st, 2023, When I read the Safety Act, I was like, why are people spreading lies with the purge stuff? Because let me say this really quick, and I played into the lie. I would. Republicans play a good part of making up lies. The public, the Republicans does really good when they want to make up lies. Um, so they really good. Oh, it's a personal. They really good with name dropping. But we're gonna talk about that another time. We've been on here all day. Thank y'all so very much. I want y'all to subscribe. Give me a second. Let me come on camera with my low budget camera. We just purchased a new computer for $1,000. It's like I got to get a screwdriver to get something out. It's something inside. It's so much, and so I got to hook that up. So that's something we're doing for this weekend because I'm off. And I thank y'all because we put all the donations people gave, we put it into the new system. So we're gonna have a new system, and so this weekend I'm gonna be hooking it up and getting it together. And we thank y'all for contributing to the show. And so we thank y'all so very much. I do thank y'all. People waited up for me to go live. We almost had 600 people in the chat. I thank y'all so much because y'all waiting on the Wiley Show to give their opinion about Larry Reid, Tasha K, and all of these people. Like y'all waited until I came and said something. So I thank y'all for the audience for y'all waiting on me to say it. Because I don't have to rush to tell a story. Y'all gonna be here when I go live because we have a built-in audience. I greatly appreciate the audience. So we are really close to 30,000 subscribers. Some of y'all have been subscribing and they unsubscribing. So make sure you check your phone right now and click that subscribe button. It's 500 people in here, 569 people in here. If y'all click that, we will be over 29,000 followers. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. It's been a good episode. Thank you so very much. Let me see. Can I bring up? Hold on one second. This is Nosy Ho Attorney. Give me a second. Let me bring it up. If y'all leave because we live, I want to bring this up because she got a good attorney. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. If y'all know how to pronounce his last name, I'm gonna just call him Bobby because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Semani. Did I say it right? But this is her attorney. Give me a second. Okay. Let me screen share. Let me screen share this. Where's this is her attorney. All right, let me screen share here. Okay. So this is her attorney. He's an American attorney. Y'all see that? Let me see notable clients. Let me see who is his clients. Okay. So Bobby national media coverage for serving as elite counsel for former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, litigation NBA. So he have represented that. They said following a public outcry, NBA announced that Sterling will receive a lifetime ban from the NBA. Oh damn! So he lost. Did he lose that? So he represented that person. Then I think he sued TMZ, if I'm not mistaken. He represented a royal family. And July 16, 2020, the United States Justice Department filed a complaint against somebody. So he have some cases here. So I don't know if he's a good attorney, but she do have a high profile attorney. Okay. So I don't know why he represent Nosy, but she do got an attorney. She do got an attorney. She got an attorney. Oh no, child. So he's a high powered attorney, child. So she got one. Thank y'all so very much. Also, too, make sure y'all follow the channel, subscribe. Also, too, we have a text list. Give me a second. A text number, a VIP text number, VIP, where you sometimes we gonna start texting y'all stuff before the public. But we have this text number and it's free. And it's 888-534-4939. It is free. 888-534-4939. And you can be notified. Also, too, if you want to contribute to our show, $ Marquise Wiley 28. We thank you so very much. My birthday is coming up and on November 11th, so it's right around the corner. And we request y'all, each subscriber, to give us $32 as a birthday gift. And our birthday is on November 11th, so I'll be 32 years old, $1 per year. We requested for $32. So for on November 11th, that's what we're requesting. That's what we would like for our birthday. And we will also put out a wish list, but I would prefer the cash for my birthday. All right. All right, $1 per year. All right. Oh man. Yes, $1 per year, November 11th. We request that because we be giving y'all a lot of entertainment. All right. I'll be 32 years old. 32. I was born November 11, 1990. I'm going to make sure. Would I be 32? Let me make sure, child. Yeah, I'll be 32. I'll be 32 years old. Yes. What happened when you reach 96 like the queen? Let's give you nearly $100. I'll be 32. Yes. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna go. I haven't ate. I did eat something. I ate some broccoli today. I had some baked chicken, broccoli. Because of my job, they give us free lunch, and it was delicious. I chewed that lunch up. I was hungry. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for the support. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I know y'all tired of me working, but I'm off the weekend, so y'all can send me some stories for the weekend. All right, y'all. And y'all got a 2-hour, 43-minute video. Make sure y'all catch the replay. I thought you was doing vegetables only. I tried to just do the broccoli and the vegetables only, but somebody told me I need some protein. So I talked to a nutritionist. She said you need protein. So I had some baked chicken. So I'm implementing the baked chicken and stuff like that. I just couldn't do the vegetables only because they said that's not healthy. All right. So, but I did have some broccoli today. I had some baked chicken today. It was delicious. It was that place. It was some good food. So shout out to the chef. They did an amazing job. I had a good lunch. Amazing job. Yes, thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna go and watch me a movie. Oh, I want y'all because we want to talk about this. So I need all of y'all to go watch Sins of Our Mother. I need y'all to go watch that show. Sins of Our Mother. Go watch that show. It's called Sins of Our Mother. It is a documentary. It is so good. It is called Sins of Our Mother. It was so good. It is on Netflix. It was so good. Sins of Our Mother. Did y'all see that? It's on Netflix. If you didn't see it, go watch it. It's good. Yeah, she was having mental health issues, and they put it into religion. Make sure you go watch it. It start out slow, but it's good. And I finished watching it last night. I was in my bed watching that because I slept all because I was off on Thursday. I didn't go lie because I just slept. I was tired. Yes. Yes. I want to know, is she sleep? Give me a second. I don't know if she's sleep. Let me call somebody. Yeah, they use related to high mental health issues. It's sad. That's a good topic that we're going to talk about. I probably fell asleep towards tonight. I have to watch a few episodes. Oh yeah, she sleep. I be calling my moderators in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, they be knocked out asleep. I'm like, hey, what up? I be calling them. I need to get in a relationship. I need to get some people I can talk to in the middle of the night. Because at the night I be having my deepest conversations, but they be knocked out. So I need some new phone buddies in the middle of the night. They use religion to hide mental health issues. Is really sad. That's just so true. I probably fall asleep to it tonight. Have to watch a few episodes a couple of times. Okay. It was good. I had a good time. Also, too, I am going to be doing the Audible book, and I'm going to be reading White Fear. It's a book written by Roland Martin. I'm going to be reading that on Audible. I'm going to be listening to it. This will be my second Audible book because sometimes I get lazy by reading a book, but now it's the Audible. So I'm going to get an Audible account. And my first book that I read on the Audible account was um, oh God, the guy that owned Motown Record, Barry Gordy. I read his autobiography. It was good. I listened to it on the Audible book. It was really, really good. It was really, 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 really good. So I'm definitely gonna that's a good book. So I'm gonna listen to it. I did not finish CNA Thoughts. I did not finish CNA Thoughts. I need to finish it. I need to finish it because when I'm working, I get so busy, and I'm so good when I was on the plane and train and stuff. I could read books like that, but when I in my life, I got to get back into reading. I would love to have like a book club where people come to my house and we have a book club and stuff. I would love to do that, but most of y'all don't live in Texas. I listen in the car. Okay, thank y'all so very much. But it's a lot that people uh mix mental illness and stuff like that because sometimes I be hearing voices in my head, and when I used to thought I was saved, I hear voices and I'm like, is that the devil, the voice in my head, or is that a mental illness? Do you supposed to hear voices in your head? And like is that a part of mental illness? So I have reached out to my my psych doctor, and I told her, you know, um, I need to see a therapist because I have a lot of questions for a therapist. So it's a waiting list because the organization that I'm a part of, that I get my meds and stuff, I'm gonna see a psych doctor, is a nonprofit. So I'm trying to see a therapist. So y'all hope everything go through for that. Do it on YouTube. Start your book club on you. We can start it on YouTube. Yes, that's a good point. That's good. I may even talk to Larry Reid and see if he can pay for me to go to a therapist. 'Cause he got the money. I'm gonna have to call Larry. Larry, if you're listening, let me a therapist. If you're listening. If you're listening, Larry, pay for me a therapist. If you're out there listening, pay for me a therapist. If you're listening, I want to talk to a therapist. I want to sit on the couch and talk to my therapist. I can't read the book on YouTube due to copyright, but we can do a book club. We can do a book club on YouTube, but I can't read the book. If you're out there listening, Can y'all send this to Larry Reid? So can you pay for Wiley to go see a therapist? I need 15 people to hit up in his DM because I need a therapist. Because y'all won't donate for me to go to a therapist. So we need about 15 people because reach out to her. Send it to Tasha K too to pay for my therapist. I'm always watching in the middle of the night while I'm at work. I love you, Wiley. I would be looking for you to be live this weekend. Okay. Why should he have to pay for you? I just want him to do it. He don't have to, but I'm going to ask. I want to go to a therapist. Look at them. Now, see if I put that out there, now they're going to have these questions. Wow. Oh man, let me calm down. Oh man, because I guess closed mouth don't get fed. Okay, I'm gonna open my mouth. Open my mouth for other stuff. I saw somebody say when it was breaking news. Oh, I didn't see that about Wendy Williams. I would have got that news. Therapy is important. I need to see a therapist, but y'all laughing, but it's okay. I need to see a therapist. They say I don't know if this is a series or something where I want to see a woman. Oh, wow. I don't. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. I'm gonna go. Mental health is real. No, I'm not gonna open the phone lines back up. I'm done. We done with the show. Definitely don't ask Tasha. She may refer you to hers. I should call Tasha K and ask her to pay for my therapist. Let me call Tasha. She probably sleep. What time is it in Nigeria? Do y'all know the time in Nigeria? Oh man. Do y'all know the time? Do y'all know the time in Nigeria? Is it 7:43? Is it 7:43? It's too early in Nigeria. Okay, I'm gonna have to call her later. I'm gonna have to call her later. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. I will see y'all in the next video. Let me go because I'm about to say something that I was supposed to say. See y'all later. Peace. Paul. Yeah, I'm done. I'm actually done with the video. Well, yeah, tomorrow I need you to text and ask we can go to the movies tomorrow and go see the new Viola Davis movie. Let me see what time they're showing that because I want to go see that tomorrow. And then we can go to IHOP or Chili's or something. Yeah, we can definitely do that tomorrow. To go see that. We can go see that tomorrow. The Woman's King. We can go see that tomorrow. I think we can go see it in the morning because I think we get a cheaper ticket in the morning because I'm on a budget. Let me see what time. Let me see. We gonna see that in the morning. Cause it's only like $5.50. So we can go see that in the morning. I am tired. I am so tired. Like I've been up all day today and doing YouTube and doing working 8 hours. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. But I appreciate it because, I got supporters now, so I can't be lazy. You know what I'm saying? But I do be tired. But yeah, but we can go see that tomorrow. I do owe you that. I do owe you a movie. So we can go see that in the morning. I can't give you no popcorn though. But you know what? We could go to Walmart and get some popcorn and some candy. We could just sneak it in your purse. Yeah, we could just sneak it in your purse and stuff like that. Because I ain't got the money for no popcorn and no candy or nothing. No, I ain't got no money for no popcorn and stuff like that. So we'll probably just go to Walmart. You got your link card, your food stamp card. We can just use your food stamp card. Yeah. We just get it up on there. You could just use your card and yeah, you could just use your card and we can go to the movies. Yeah, we could use your food stamp card and spend it on there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. No, they wanted me to work. They literally wanted me to work this morning, but I couldn't do it because I already knew I was going to be talking to the subscribers and stuff like that. I love my subscribers. I really, really love them. And so I knew I was going to talk to them. And then me going to work in the morning, got to get them up and stuff. I was like, no, but I would prefer, working like overnights, like 2 to 10. But, I do miss my people. But yeah, we could just do that usual. How much you got on your stamps? How much? You only got $100. We could just spend like $10 on your stamps. Yeah, you can spend like $10 on your stamps. How much they give you on your stamps? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they cut me off on my stamps. They cut me off. They been cut me off on my stamps. And I miss them stamps. I don't understand that. And I told the lady, I said, Catherine, I said, how you gonna cut me off on my stamps? She said, because you got a job now. Who cares? I got a job now. I still need to eat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you are a taxpayer, this is me, we should be able to get food stamps. That's what I figured. But I told her that when she just laughed in my face, said, you should run for office. Maybe I should run for office. Maybe I should. One day I might run. And that's going to be on my thing. Everybody get welfare. You get a food stamp card. You work and pay taxes. You make under $100,000 a year. You get to get food stamps. $300 in food stamps if you are paid. If you work and you get to get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? You should have to worry about paying a high grocery bill. In my humble opinion, that's what I believe. You shouldn't have to pay no high, expensive grocery bill. You should be able to get it. And I think people will vote for me. I really think people will vote for me. I really do. I really believe so. If you're a paying taxpayer and you work 40 hours, you can get $300 in food stamps. $400 in food stamps a month. And that will help a lot of people to be able to contribute to the economy. So that's what I believe. Because the groceries are expensive. I went to the store and I had to buy some chicken wings, and the chicken wings was about $20. You know what I'm saying? Those are chicken wings. And so, just imagine, I had the $20 to pay for it. But what if I was a working mother and I got bills and medical bills? I may not have $20 for those chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to go to the grocery store debating on what you want to buy in the grocery store. You should be able to get whatever in this country. Yeah. Did you click the live off? You didn't click the live off? I'm still live. Oh man, I'm still live. I hope I wasn't talking bad about nobody. And I thought you clicked the live on. It's still blinking. I thought we was done with the live. I'm telling you something about the food stamps. I thought we was done. I didn't know we was still live. 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 I'm sorry, producers. Oh man, I didn't know we was still live. Yeah, we. Somebody said, "Boy, bye." Oh, I was talking to my friend. Oh man, thank y'all so very much. Tomorrow I'll be going to see a movie tomorrow. So if y'all want to contribute for me to go to the movies, because I do want to go to the movies tomorrow, because I just like to do something. I've been working so hard, you guys, and I want to contribute and go to the movies. So I do want to go to the movies tomorrow. Oh man. Hey, I see y'all in here. Hi. Thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Yeah, we will get to the 50K subs. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right. I work really hard. Thank y'all so very much. Okay, I gotta go because I got a long day of work to do because I gotta get the screwdriver get this laptop connected. Hopefully, I mean not laptop, this desktop computer connected. So I gotta do that. Thank y'all so very much. Hey, stranger. Where you been? It's been a long time. Yeah, I said no days off in September. I think I'm still trying to keep that up to that. No days off. I missed Thursday, so I gotta give y'all a video on Saturday. I got a couple of topics we're gonna talk about on Saturday. Hey, stranger. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Gotta go.